All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's stream. First of all, I just want to say one thing. This is going to be exciting, right? So, I named this stream, as you can see, the ultimate test. Now, that is somewhat the case. Essentially, I have for today very interesting competitive deck that I want to try out, or I believe to be quite competitive. And the goal is to not only grind on the WCQ to get, the gems and all that, but I'm actually intrigued to see how competitive the deck can be, and in general the account, to see how good the account is. I think that WCQ is a really good, you know, time to test some competitiveness and all that. So yeah, today I have basically a really cool deck that I want to show you guys and have fun with that. Also, I'm gonna be collecting as many gems as I can because for the next episode, that's probably like a little early to say, but for next episode, I'm gonna be probably obtaining a new deck or something like that, which is gonna be fun as well. But yeah, I mean, today is basically gonna be competitive gameplay. And also, if you're wondering, why am I not moving? So I actually hit the gym a little too hard, and the back is not doing well. So I'm gonna be a little bit. I'm gonna be a little less. I'm gonna be a little more stationary today, just so you know. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not really capable of moving a lot. But anyways, that's not the point. Let me just hop into the game. I mean, let's just show you what I mean by competitive deck. By the way, I also made a tier list about the WCQ. Essentially, the World Championship, not the qualifier, not the qualifiers only. So yeah, if you're interested in that, you can check it out. But I took a lot of inspiration from that tier list, building a deck. And my goal was to build a deck that is off meta, because I like building off meta things, right? And I tried to do something fun while also noticing what's good, what's not, and basically figuring out the non-engine from there and all that. So that was a cool thing to note there. Let me just switch to the game now. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, it appears. Okay, that's great. Yeah, by the way, we have 3k gems. I haven't even played much on the on this account, so I'll be able to get like 3k more, which is great with grinding. Also, by the way, quick shout out to two more people who actually entered the campaign code. Maybe someone watched the stream from previous weeks and decided to do it, and now I basically have like more things here, which is kind of cool, so yeah, I like to thank people for doing such things, because it's nice. It's nice. It's a it's a cool thing to do. So thank you again. I don't think there's anything better to be obtained from there. I was really thinking about maybe building like a branded list, but that's something that is gonna be slightly difficult for the time being, because it's an expensive deck. I mean, wow, like, yeah, basically everything is expensive. And actually, there was someone, I remember last night, I got a comment on one of my streams that someone created a brand new account and they actually couldn't even build a deck and got mad. And this is like, I mean, it's kind of the point. Basically, everything is just super expensive. So you really need a lot of resources before you end up building something. If you're not lucky, of course. And even though I wanted to build a deck with this, it's like, bro, not even remotely close to a deck, right? It's decent for what it provides, but we gotta add a lot more extra deck. It's like probably 12 URs just in the extra deck, right? I think branded mostly plays a bunch of URs, so that's like very expensive. So yeah, I mean, I wanted to build it, but maybe we're gonna build it later throughout the series. But anyways, now I'd like to show you my WCQ deck, and as you can see, it is Orchest. I think man, I think Orchest is actually a very good deck, and I'm gonna explain why. But first of all, Why do I believe this deck is good? Basically, one of the most OP things in the game currently is Fiendsmith. And I was thinking about it and I'm like, all right, what makes Fiendsmith so good, right? Outside of Desiree, which, you know, is very cool card. And the answer is accessibility, right? So you're able to access it basically with Moon. And that got me thinking, all right, well, if that seems very good, and basically on paper, Fiendsmith is able to be accessed with any 2 monsters, and it gets you to a potential interruption. Well, Orchest is actually the exact same. Literally the exact same, bro. 2 monsters, summon any Nightmare, Mermaid. Yes, it is gonna be -1, like a discard, which, you know, compared to the Requiem is a little less powerful on paper, of course. But yeah, I mean, you basically get access to the whole Orchest engine this way. So essentially, Orchest is a old school version of Fiendsmith now, right? And that to me sounds extremely broken, because it's like, bro, it's literally the same thing, right? And then basically you get to an interruption, right? It's gonna be the Ingersu in the graveyard, and it gives you, literally with that engine, literally just 2 bodies, Mermaid, Nightmare, and you can go into IP plus the Ingersu, looking something like old school Burning Abyss, right? Just IP plus an additional guy. So you get 1 removal and another removal into SP. And of course, SP, yada yada, you can banish again and all that. Yeah, essentially, Orchest is very good for that reason. And that's why I'm playing, by the way, 60 cards, if you're wondering, because I just have access to everything just super easily. Literally the Millennium Engine, Forest Engine, like, you know, anything with 2 monsters. Literally the Speedroid engine, bro. This can give me either of my engines that I need, like Orchest or Fiendsmith, which is incredible. Now, that being said, there is one change that I made, and as you can see in a previous list, I actually ended up playing Phantom Knight, and there is a very good argument why Phantom Knight is good in Orchest. It's basically the fact that you get easy access to additional pop, additional negate, and more extenders, right? That's why you do it. Now, even though I like that, basically that takes 8 spots of cards. All 8 of these cards are garnets, if you think about it. Any Phantom Knight card is a garnet because you don't need it. And instead of playing 8 garnets, I was like, all right, let's just slightly nerf the board with 1 less interruption, but play 8 hand traps. Wow, I mean, it's like 8 hand traps, it's a lot. So that's why I don't play the Phantom Knight engine, if you're wondering. And the final thing is, I am not playing the Topologic Bombard Dragon. Alright, so this card is somewhat popular within the Orchest community because it's essentially gonna be wiping out the whole main monster zone twice. Essentially once with the Jingersu, second time with potentially Hard Horror, which is easy to set up, right? So that's cool. However, we gotta note something. Oftentimes the end board includes stuff like Desiree, stuff like Photon Lord, maybe Lungersu, maybe IP, and you're sitting here and you're like, all right, this will destroy my own stuff as well. Why would I play it, right? It makes no sense. So that is why I decided to not play this card. I just think that it's very good for what it does in a more pure version of Orchest, where the main goal is to just, you know, summon this guy and get Jingersu with 2 board wipes, which is nice. I mean, that can essentially allow you to play more hand traps if you were to play more of a pure list. But I ended up just sticking to a Fiendsmith list, and the card I switched it for is actually Chaos Angel. This card is, how do I say it? Absurd, okay? Because you can access the Orchest engine with any 2 monsters, as I said. This can get you to Gersu. You can access the Fiendsmith engine with any 2 monsters. Literally Gersu on the field, Engraver on the field, Light and Dark Chaos Angel, and you get a big fat tower that basically banishes something. So you have access to Chaos Angel very easily with both effects available, which is crazy. So that's why I added this guy, right? The other thing I did for the hand traps, as you can see, I play a little bit of a unique set of hand traps. I don't play the usual, like Nibiru, for example. I don't play the Fuos. The main ones are, of course, Maxi, Ash, Imperm, Codebuy, and Ghost Ogre, but instead of playing Nibiru and a third effect Veiler, because I don't have them, I play Draw and Knockbird. Now, I think this is not the better option. It's just that the deck is a little budget-ish, because I can't really allow myself to play so many URs that I don't have. But there's actually very interesting uses with Draw and Knockbird in this deck. I don't think this card is hurting the deck at all, because even if we draw to counter Maxi or Fuos, it's actually a good thing, because all we gotta do is firstly get the search with the Millennium Engine, or with the Finsman Engine, or with the, let's say, Rota or Horus cards. The moment we summon once or twice, we use the draw, we don't need anything to search, and we get full combo. So draw can effectively counter Maxi and Fuos every single time we have it. We literally give them 1 to 2 draws and that's it, which is gorgeous, of course. However, when it comes down to countering other strategies, I just don't think it's that effective, because most decks can also play under draw. So that's, you know, kind of a less important card for that purpose. However, it is very good for the Maxi counter and Fuos. And finally, I play Diddy Crow. Bro, so Diddy Crow is one of the most underrated hand traps in the game. And this card is, in my opinion, gonna be absolutely absurd. Because when I think of the best meta decks, they're all graveyard reliant like crazy, dude. Paintsmith, graveyard reliant. Blue Eyes, it needs the Maiden in the Blue Eyes in the grave. Snake Eye Fiendsmith, same thing. Memento is another good deck. Just pick your target, right? So this card is absurdly powerful, dude. And I'm like, alright, this can counter Engraver. This can counter any Memento card. This can counter Blue Eyes for the Maiden. This can also counter even White Forest as a Mina, Centurion with the Auxilla, Crystron, Punk a little bit, I guess, if you're playing a little bit of an off-meta picks. Theory Limit, basically anything. To me, it's absurd to think that someone won't consider Diddy Crow as a good card, especially in a 60-card build. So I think this card is incredible. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. That's kind of all I gotta say. Of course, I do play Bestios, and they have a similar purpose to Diddy Crow, but they're slightly better for the bodies and slightly worse for the effect, of course. So yeah, that's really all I gotta say for the deck profile. I think this is a deck that has only one downside, hypothetically. The main problem that I believe every graveyard reliant deck in the meta will have is the fact that people will side and main deck, not side deck. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a wrong word to say, but main decking anything that disrupts the graveyard, because every deck is so graveyard reliant to the point where literally every person is gonna design their deck to counter the enemy's deck. And when everybody's playing Fiendsmith, I mean, yeah, graveyards are gonna be an issue. So yeah, that's kind of the only downside. I would have preferred to play something that's not graveyard reliant. For example, I do like okay, so just so we can test the Diddy Crow, I'm gonna keep it. Otherwise, I would discard the Diddy Crow, but let's just give it a go. I would usually prefer to play something that's not that graveyard reliant, because I really don't like the fact that literally one maybe a Ice card can stop me, right? Playing against Kashira feels horrible nowadays, even though the deck kind of sucks when it comes down to consistency in terms of Kashira's cards. and all that. It's just such a strong deck because it can floodgate you in the graveyard. When they floodgate you out of your graveyard, it becomes an incredibly big problem. By the way, in the current scenario, I do want to go Photon Lord because it's gonna be very good to protect myself from Nibiru, and I do have enough bodies to access my engines anyways. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do now. Basically, I'm gonna summon Sang Engine now, get the Golem and all that. And yeah, I just think that it's a very strong deck when you summon a Rise card. Because if your opponent doesn't have like an Imperm or like a removal, which most people won't exactly main deck, like most people will play heavy hand trap versions of decks, it just, you know, becomes an absurdly powerful card, and I think it's gonna be very strong. But of course, Kashiras as a deck themselves aren't exactly good because of the consistency, so I can't say that it's gonna be a very popular and powerful pick, but I do think that it can counter the meta extremely well. And yeah, I mean, if you don't play Kashiras and you don't have a way to counter the meta with Floodgates, all you can do is basically play stuff like Digicrow to kind of counter the graveyard and basically counter everything that, you know, uses the graveyard efficiently. So that's my opinion there. I just think that this is an absurdly powerful card for that reason. And I am still not seeing people play stuff like that, like Digicrow and what else? I'm not seeing people really focused on the graveyard too much in terms of staples and hand traps disrupting it. They're still preferring to play negates, which on paper negates are better because they are more flexible. But there's also the fact that when you banish something like an Engraver from the grave, the only way to really access it again is to have Lacrima or another copy of Engraver, but hypothetically speaking, if we're talking about the one copy. And that makes it extremely difficult for any Fiendsmith player to really combo off. While something like a negate will stop Engraver from being summoned on paper, but it remains in the graveyard. So that's, you know, another thing to note there. And yeah, I mean, I can just go on and on in terms of reasons to actually play like this. Okay, so by the way, I should have summoned Dingirsu in the main monster zone because I would more so like to link off these two guys and keep the Dingirsu, but now I kind of botched it. So yeah, I'm not really paying too much attention, I'm talking a lot, so yeah, I mean, that was a small misplay, but whatever, it's fine. It's honestly not that big of a deal. And yeah, I mean, this is still a decent board. I should have kept Dingirsu for the small protection benefit of it, not that it's necessary, but it would be nice. So yeah, I think, you know, most matchups Didicrow is gonna come up, so I'm happy about that. Alright, this is... Bro, dude, that would have been a Dingirsu protection here. I feel so sad now. This is so sad, bro. Oh my god, I hate this so much, dude. That's why I should keep the Dingirsu. Oh my god. I made one tiny misplay because I didn't calculate the amount of bodies I have. And now I'm just so frustrated that I'm gonna lose my board like this. Ah man, that feels horrible. If I could, I would stood up my chair and just start yapping about it, but yeah, can't really do that. Come on, dude. I hate this. Such a bad scenario here. Okay. Yeah, man, it's fine. Honestly, it's not that big of a problem, but it's just like, you know, Dingirsu should have been on the field to protect me. Who plays... By the way, a lot of people don't play this card. Like, I didn't expect such a card. Why do I see the thumbnail and think I've subbed to... I mean... I don't know. You tell me, bro. I have no... I can't make sense of that, really. I don't know why you associate me with a person like that. Alright. So we're gonna basically dissect the field, get rid of a back row here. Which is the very least I can do. They're gonna have one more back row available, but whatever. Regeki is good. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's that great of a card. Like, I think there are definitely better cards, but apparently it came up, right? The Ingersu should have been here, but when it's not, it's... What the hell? Okay, this guy, like, I think I'm playing against a new player or something like that. I don't know. Why not use it? No, I don't like it. I don't think it's a good card. Plus that I don't need board wipes. I mean, I just need hand traps for my deck. So, that's that. Alright, I mean, we already have game. Unless this is like a mirror force. That would be funny. Can't really do much about it though. Oh no, I actually can. Okay, let's play around mirror force actually. Let's not give him the funny moment here in case it is mirror force. Okay. So also I'm gonna show you what Chaos Angel can do here. Basically you get access to it using the Fiendsmith engine, and it's very good. And it also doesn't disrupt any of your Fiendsmith plays, because you can literally just use the Engraver for a Synchro Summon, and then you still have one Fiend. All you gotta get is just an additional body, and you can still go for the sequence. So that's very good. I think this deck is just super flexible in its place. I find great uses and lines that I can really perform here. I do like it for that reason. It's not always the same board, it's not always the same sequencing, and it's not just a linear combo line, it is a more complicated. Okay, sure. Yeah, let's just stack. I mean, it's game. It's just super... It has some complicated lines, and it also plays around some interruptions, right? For example, draw can't hurt my deck a lot, and I can play into Fuovos and Maxi, which was, by the way, one of the main reasons why I chose to play Orchest as well. So if you want to play, I actually forgot to mention that to the deck profile, but if you want to play around stuff like Fuovos and Maxi, the main idea is to summon, let's say you have like a Gersu, hypothetically speaking. You use it, then you extend with like Harp Horror and summon a monster. Let's say you go for like Nightmare, whatever. You summon Galatea, so this is gonna be 2 draws, and you set the Crescendo. So this is gonna be an Omni Negate, and this is gonna give them only like 1 to 2 draws. Let's say 2 most of the time. So that's the idea. That's what you're doing. It's not incredible. I'm not saying it's good enough, but you know, this is what you can do. I put it in. It's a good card, and this reason. Oh, the reason evenly matched. Okay, I didn't really understand the message, but okay, sure. It's a good card in your opinion. Okay, I mean, listen, I just have a different opinion. It's not the end of the world. I'm not really a huge fan of like Reigeki in general. Alright, this is now gonna be the most absurd combo you have ever seen, by the way. I'm gonna do so many cool things here. Initially, I like starting with the Speedroid engine going for Moon, but because I have the Engraver, I'm not gonna do that, of course. But I had to summon these first, of course. So that's that. So now I'm gonna summon the, first of all, the whole, basically, Fiendsmith engine before going with the Speedroid, because the Speedroids have the main purpose of summoning the Orcus cards, alright? Or just summoning an additional interruption, which is also a possibility because I have Armageddon Knight. So yeah, but one step at a time. I just hope they don't Nibiru because I have no protection against it. Actually, I do with the Millennium Engine. I should have went with the Millennium Engine. Yeah, if I went for Millennium Engine, I could have gotten Photon Lord before the Fiendsmith place and before the 5th summon. So that was a little bit of a misplay for me there. I should have been more careful about it. Hello, good day, sir. How is the grind going? Very well. We're just starting the stream. I haven't really grinded yet, but I would expect we're gonna win a lot of games with this deck. I think this is one of the best off-meta picks that I could have built, possibly. Alright, so now we're gonna basically summon the whole Fiendsmith cards, just like a Desiree. And also sequence is gonna be a good material to utilize maybe. However, it is gonna be less important to utilize the sequence than usual because I'm not playing the Phantom Knight engine. So I'm gonna use it primarily for Galatea, but you know, you see. Okay, I was about to click on the wrong card. Alright, so now we are gonna summon... Armageddon Knight. This will basically access the whole Orcus stuff. Bro, I think I'm gonna get Nibiru here. I thought I'm late. Oh no, yeah, you're completely fine. I'm just starting out. Ash Blossom now. Okay, that was fairly good to know, actually. So now I'm gonna go into the Nightmare engine so I can actually access the Orcus place, which is very good. But yeah, I should have went for Millennium Engine for Photon Lord before the Fiendsmith cards. I kind of made a little bit of a mistake there. I see we're playing Orcus, Fiendsmith, Horus. Orcus, Fiendsmith, Horus, Millennium, and yeah, something like that, yeah. But I think it's a very good deck. I had a very long deck profile explaining why I like this deck very much. So if anyone is intrigued in checking that out, you can do that. But I have great reasoning why I believe this is a good idea to play. Let's now get the sequence on the Desiree. Oh wow, sounds fun. Yeah, it is, dude. I love it. I personally really love it. It seems very fun to me. Okay. Now this is gonna be just for the bodies, by the way, because I don't have access to a monster to use for the Weiju Tempo. Essentially, giving me... Essentially, I'm not able to summon the Photon Lord, right? That's the thing. But it's fine. It's fine. In that particular scenario, I actually think that I don't have enough monsters in the extra deck to utilize even, which is very funny. We're gonna summon Longursu here. Actually, no, pardon me. Yeah, as I said, dude, I just don't have enough, like, space for everything, which is a little absurd to think about it. Okay, so I gotta free some space. So I'm gonna go Nightmare. Yeah, dude, if I started with the Millennium Engine, it would have been a tiny bit better. That's something to know there. This is gonna be Hard Horror. Now, the reason why I'm going with the Nightmare so early is because I actually want to shuffle it back so I can get the set, and then I'll be able to link off the Galatea. Actually, not link off, but, you know, summon the Dingursu with it. That's the main idea there. So, we're gonna summon Dingursu. Actually, wait. Oh. Bro, I'm making... Oh, dude, I filled my field too much. Okay. I actually filled my field way too much. I made so many misplays this game. Alright. Let's just ignore some of these plays here because they're just ridiculous. Okay. Sure. That is not as good as it can be. I can tell you that much. But, yeah, I'm just making some stupid misplays. And, yeah, anyways. It's still fine. I'm still gonna get to full combo. But I'm not utilizing every play as well as I can. That's the main idea there, basically. I could have done a little bit of a better job. Okay, and now we basically summon Longursu here using 3 monsters. And the one problem is we have a leftover body. As I said, we don't have a discard fodder for Weiju... not discard, but we don't have a monster for Weiju Tempo, which means the Millennium Engine can summon Photon Lord. If I were to start with the Millennium Engine, would have been a different story. But yeah, this is pretty much everything. Ideally, this is a Photon Lord if I have a monster in the hand, right? That's the only difference there. But we still get the IP into SP, we still get Longursu, we still get Desiree, we still get the Dingursu. And yeah, everything is just fine. Pretty much okay. Do I want to deal with this as soon as I can? I think I do. I am gonna SP Unicorn. I do wanna get rid of it. immediately. He's gonna banish a card from my extra deck, and that's fine. I already used everything that I needed. Nothing important is in the extra deck. Now he's able to use it, but it's fine. I don't want to allow him to get any Kashira plays, because he can floodgate my graveyard, and literally one Rise card can cause a lot of trouble. This is the main counter. If I'm starting second against Kashiras, it's super bad, and the only thing I can do is play Chaos Angel if I can even prioritize it. Which the majority of times it still won't work though, which is a little sad. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have a solution to it that much. Alright, that's also okay. I'm gonna remove it again. I really don't want to allow him to play the game with any Kashira cards. And also, just so we note, Lungursu is a useless card this game, because unless they link summon, we can't really utilize it very well. But yeah, I mean, overall it's fine. Also, just to say again, because somebody might not be aware of that, the reason why I'm sitting a little bit like I'm about to fall asleep is because I hit the gym a little too hard, and now I have a little bit of a back pain. So yeah, it's not, I don't mean disrespect. Usually I'm a little more presentative, but yeah, I'm gonna be a little leaned back this stream. Anyways, this is basically full Fiend's Mid-Engine, I don't care. So with the Fiend's Mid-Engine in mind, Lungursu becomes a little bit of a better card. And as I said, bro, if I had a Diddy Crow right now, that would have been great. That's why I just like Diddy Crow. But alright, this will summon. Yeah, that's fine. I am not worried at all until they go for the Engraver Requiem play, which is when I'm gonna fire off my SP. That's so typical. Once you send a cast, they always have a second one. Yeah, by the way, dude, unironically, this is so true. Every time I play against Kashiras and I banish the one and I get rid of the one, they just have another one in the hand. It's actually so relatable. It happened to me so many times. Alright, so this is Lacrima. No, actually Engraver again. So this is the thing. It's completely fine. The only thing he can do is proceed to the battle phase and force the SP, which is expected, of course. I mean, I can't really do anything about that. So SP is really not great against like Fiendsmith, because I can't really... They can play around the SP banish, right? But it's still not the end of the world. I still know how to get the winning side here. Overall, I committed a little too many resources for the Kashira cards, but I really didn't want to allow him to use any Kashira plays if he were to play pure Kashira, because that will disrupt my graveyard a ton. So he's now targeting my Lungursu. I am gonna negate that. The reason why he's targeting Lungursu is because it's countering his sequence. Careful with the weights at gym. Dude, I mean, I have like a... Can't really give it a name, but I'm always hitting the gym a little too hard. It's a typical thing. Happens very often. So now I would assume they're gonna go into Caesar, because if they were to summon Sequence, I mean, Sequence just goes bye-bye. So, yeah. By the way, there's something about setting up Lungursu for the extra monster zone that just feels so good, dude. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it feels so good. Oh yeah, they also have... Oh no, never mind. They have access to the other zone. I'm stupid. Yeah, they removed the SP. Which is another reason why, like... Yeah, SP is just so good to keep here for now. Definitely, Fiendsmith can definitely dissect my board pretty well with this deck, which I don't love. So that's gonna be Lacrima into Engraver and a Caesar. I mean, whatever he does doesn't matter, because I can still deal with it, because he can't clear my field anyways. He has no battle phase, no, removal. The only thing is he has 2 unknown cards in the hand, so I'm kind of worried about that a little bit. But we'll see. I don't expect that much problem. Maybe he's gonna even go into Desiree with track. That would make a little more sense. It can still be a Desiree, yeah, it can, but you know, it's I didn't really expect it to be Desiree. I guess we're about to find out. So that's Lacrima. Alright, so that's gonna be Chaos Angel. He wants to remove my monsters. He wanted to get access to the Chaos Angel. And that will also use the Lacrima again, basically. But, you know, whatever. It's still not the end of the world. Chaos Angel can go for only one banish. I would assume they're gonna banish like a Dingirsu. Sequence on the Lacrima is not... Alright, that might mean that they're not gonna go into Chaos Angel at all. Not sure what they're trying to do here. I expected the Chaos Angel, but maybe no. Oh! Okay. This was, what was it? Oh, it's basically a Xyz 4 or Chaos Angel for Light and Dark, right? What the hell? Huh? Where is this going, dude? I have no idea. Okay, I'm just confused now. I'm just confused. I don't know what's happening yet. He went through Kashtira's and Fiendsmith, and now we're randomly playing like Tachyon Galaxy Eyes? Bro, this is so weird. Okay, I mean... From here, he can just go for so many different lines. I have no idea. Ah, man, that is not good, dude. That is not good. Come on, dude. Ah. It's very uncomfortable every time I play against Fiendsmith with this. It can deal with SP so easily. Chorozu can also be used to turbo out Centurion. Yeah, it can, you're right. Oh, and what the hell? Oh, yes, sure, Horus card, whatever. Okay, that's another problem. Alright. So, what can he do with that? Xyz 8, Photon Lord, Hope Harbinger, maybe Dingirsu for removal. Can't really think of anything else. Most likely just Galaxy plays. Most likely he's gonna summon a Galaxy Ice monster. Yeah, that's another thing he can do. This can get him a Surge, and he can also summon another Galaxy monster from the extra deck. Wow, we both play everything. Yeah, dude, come on, like, what the hell? He plays Tachyon, Horus, Fiendsmith, Kashtira. Yeah, so far this is what we've seen. He's cooking, bro. He's definitely cooking. Alright. Sure. As long as he doesn't have a battle phase, I feel relatively safe. Because it's, you know, the main issue would be if he can beat over my monsters. Sure. SP with the banish, so that's gonna be... Oh! He's very cheeky. So, I am almost 100% sure he went for SP to bait me into activating Longursu, so he can change the SP and banish a monster as well. So I'm not gonna allow him to do that. Engine the deck? Yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna allow him to activate SP like that. That would be a misplay. But yeah, that was a very cool bait, by the way. Most people would probably just use the yellow button, you know. Alright, this is... I mean... Ah, man, this is not good. Okay. Sure. I guess battle phase is the first thing we gotta do now. But I really don't like it, bro. Like, battle phase can only deal with like literally one monster and that's it. Yeah, but I can dissect the board with some removal. All right, well, I'm gonna go into the battle phase. I just want to get rid of the SP because that will be a problem for sure. Now we can play the game. We can use Weiju Tempo. Okay. What does he have? Does he have something in the graveyard that I'm forgetting about? Doesn't seem like it. Maybe a hand trap, I don't know. I think it's unknown. Alright. That's great. Sang Engine is gonna be a good card. So I'm gonna be able to dissect his field for sure. That much I do know. But I also have to try to get rid of his graveyard and basically the engraver and all that, which I can't really do effectively. I don't have SP. But yeah, let's summon the Snake Eye Lord. That will deal with an additional monster. Yeah, I mean, probably the Galaxy Ice is a good target, so he can't go for any more Galaxy plays. Yeah, that's gonna be the trap card. That's good. I mean, I did know he has it, so... Yeah. Now, the next thing that I gotta do is link off. Let's see, I have Lacrima. Lacrima can bring back a Light Fiend, but I don't have Sequence. Oh my god, that is so bad. I don't have Sequence in the deck. Oh, I don't even have the Requiem in the deck. Bro, this is so bad. Okay, I have... Dude, that is a very uncomfortable situation to be in. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I guess I use that, but that's irrelevant as well. Like, I don't know why I even use that, to be honest. I think I don't have a solution to that. Oh, wait, I have a play. Wait. First of all, I shouldn't have used that, but whatever. Let's link off these two. Yeah, I shouldn't have used that. That was a mistake, but anyways. Let's activate now Desiree. We're gonna get back Lacrima. Sent to the graveyard. Oh, it should have been the King Sarcophagus, dude. Oh, never mind. He has another one. By the way, this is a hard draw one. Feels great, yeah. He has two. That's lovely. Oh, yeah, sure. No problem, dude. Bro, like... I just lose the game, no? Yeah, I do. It doesn't matter. Bro, like, what the hell? He has a second one, dude. Oh, man. That was the most absurd game I've played. I couldn't utilize my Lungersu to shuffle back everything. I couldn't utilize his Search 2. Oh, my bad. I didn't see the second one then. I didn't recycle my Fiendsmith Engine at all because he banished everything. I couldn't utilize my SP as well because he very conveniently got access to the Fiendsmith cards that can deal with it. And I didn't have a target for it. And my hand was very inconveniently not good enough to summon a Photon Lord, which was another problem. Bro, this is so... Like, dude, it's such an extreme scenario of inconvenient cards, right? Because I do have good negate and interruptions. It was pretty unlucky. Yeah, definitely unlucky, dude. Too inconvenient, if you ask me even. This is one of the worst hands I could possibly have. 3 normal summons and 60 cards, which is horrible. Let's go with Nightmare. Now we're gonna use that to get a token. Oh, they have something? Oh, that is gonna be a Bestial. Oh no, man, I can already see the Bestial fired off here. I will hate this. Ah, man. Let's hope this is not a Bestial, but I kinda doubt it. Oh, never mind. Dominance Impulse, okay. This is very bad use of the Impulse, by the way. There's no reason to negate the secondary effect. But if they do activate the Bestial now, that will be a problem. Yeah, dude, okay, I was right. Well, I mean, listen, I'm gonna use Maxi because I would very much like to top deck something good. And I desperately need an extender. Okay. Sure, that's lovely. I love it. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna have... Oh my god, that was so... Oh, okay, that was a very good card. That's phenomenal. Oh, okay. That means a lot. Bro, what the hell? Like, come on, it's good. It's not like that good. It's not that big of a deal. It's fine. Wow. That was a little too crazy of a reaction. It was still full combo, but it's not anything like unthinkably overpowered menace. So yeah. And also, let's not forget his hand was like crazy. The Lazy Labyrinth summon with the Impulse was not that necessary, but both a Bestial and an Impulse. If I were to not top deck something good, I was gonna lose the game. So it was a lucky game. It was a lucky game. Unlucky hand and lucky game. Alright, so this particular hand is best to prioritize the Millennium plays, because setting up a Photon Lord is one of the most important things for this particular situation, right? So I'm gonna do my best to set up a Photon Lord. And then I'm gonna continue. The reason for that is because I am very reliant on the Imseri effect working, so I can draw and cycle and get more bodies. If Imseri gets negated, it's gonna be a problem a little bit, so I would like to kind of, you know, have the best chances of not getting negated there. Which is gonna be important, of course. The opponent has something activatable. That might be an Imperm. I think that's an Imperm. That's like either Imperm or Effect Veiler. Bro, by the way, today I'm feeling very competitive for Yu-Gi-Oh! I kind of want to play competitive side. So, alright, so we have 3 Imperm and yeah, okay, I wanted to check something, but never mind. So now we're gonna go Waiju Tempo. That's a very good idea. Yeah, I mean, if it's Imperm in particular, paired with an Ash Blossom, I gotta think of a way to change my line slightly, and I'm gonna say my piece when it comes down to that, for that. But you know, it's not apparently that. So this is nothing. Banishing 8 cards and summoning it, yeah, whatever. Don't really care. I'm gonna set Skeleton, because the goal is to send it to the graveyard anyways, and I can still do that. And by the way, this is horrible for him, because now I can just send it to the spell and trap card zone with Doomed Lord. Okay, never mind. That's a Baron. They're playing 60 card deck, yeah. I mean, another pile, apparently. Okay, that's a Baron. Yep, sure. I don't think this is a problem, actually. I think this is still very, very much full combo. I'm gonna use the Doom Dragon to force out the Baron here. I am gonna lose the Doom Dragon, but that's fine. Okay. Completely okay. Now I'm gonna chain Bowdrake so I can banish the Gizme Korochi, basically stopping them from being able to utilize it. Which is the, you know, a bonus. It's not necessary, but it is a cool bonus. And yeah, now we're talking. So now I'm gonna go King Sarcophagus. I planned on going for Imseri, but just so I can protect myself from Ash Blossom, I do wanna do it this way. Oh, come on. Oh man, okay, this is terrible now. Now I cannot even access the... I cannot access the Orcus cards. Alright, this sucks. Man. This is so bad. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go for the Fiendsmith plays then. Another Interro... Yo! Okay, this is absurd. And by the way, who plays Phantasme? What the hell? Who plays this card nowadays? And another one? Oh my god, dude, that is gonna be so bad. Okay, let me just meme him a little bit. Maybe he's gonna take the bait. Maybe he's gonna take the bait. It's not like I can do anything with it, but maybe he's gonna just take the bait. Okay. I mean, whatever. Anyways, let's just link off. Okay, that is insane. He's literally playing more than I'm playing on my turn, which is hilarious, as well as very troublesome for me. I can't help but laugh about it too. This is literally, if anyone has, by the way, this is very cool reference. If anyone has played Magic the Gathering and they've played, what was it? The blue and white combo. What was it, dude? I've played Magic so long and I can't remember it. Okay, so basically blue and white is the combo, and it uses a whole bunch of spells that activate during your opponent's turn. So the idea is to not spend any of your mana during your turn, and during the opponent's turn essentially play the game. That's kind of how it feels to me right now. And that was my very first time I actually saw a person playing on my turn, essentially. Oh, nah. Bro, sure. That's just okay. That is absurd. I have no words. That is just nasty. Wow. Wow. I am losing my mind. Okay. The only thing I can do is just summon a Chaos Angel, which is gonna be with Light and Dark. Banish one, and that's it. Okay, that was literally his turn. That was not my turn. I don't know. The game probably. Oh yeah, sure. Apparently, he also doesn't read cards. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the game basically bugged and said it's my turn, but actually it's actually not my turn. I was playing during his turn, to be honest. I think this was literally his turn, and I just kind of included myself in the picture. That's fine. That's fine. That's also fine. I don't know what he's trying to do here. I don't think there's anything he can do with that except for a moon. Oh, this is SP. Sure. SP is fine. Yeah, that's fine. By the way, I think he's supposed to be playing a going second deck. I'm seeing Perulia. I'm guessing Phobos is also there, and Phantasmi and all that. This is supposed to be a going second deck. What I don't understand is, what is this card doing here? And in a going second deck too. It's just, maybe he's playing like a playset of the Gizmek. Maybe he's just playing a playset of the Gizmek Orochi. I played the version of the deck, and guess what? I summoned during my opponent's turn. Yeah, that's kind of what you do. I mean, that's just kind of what the deck does. And also, this doesn't have, by the way, reference, but there's another cool monster called Gizmek. Was it Uka? Uka, yeah. Gizmek Uka that basically summons as well this way. What is that supposed to do now? Mirror Jade and Baron at the same turn. Okay, that is insane. And also, to note, you use Fallen of Albas, which potentially gets rid of a monster to summon Mirror Jade, which is even worse. Nah, man, come on. Dogoran, seriously? And he literally plays Dogoran either because he plays a full Kaiju engine or literally for the Hita. It's one or the other. Sure, it's fine. Okay, he's cool. Well, I would have gotten game because of the Lacrima summoning Requiem, but that was a fun game. Honestly, that was a very fun game. I think I played a little too... I think I didn't really play the game that much, but Let me check the deck. I'm interested, dude. This is a cool deck. How do I check? I think I gotta save the replay. Wait. If I save the replay, I think I can check the deck. This is, by the way, public replay. And I have like another one here and here. I don't know what these replays are for, but whatever. So... What? Can't I check the deck? You can summon Ecclesio with it? Unfortunately, you can't. Oh, what the hell? I can't even... Ah, man. That's so sad. Okay. I just wanted to see the deck, dude. I should have... Was it... I know there was like a function that allows you to check the opponent's account after the game and follow them, I think. But there isn't one for the deck list details. Is there a way to check it? Actually, I didn't see a button where I can check the deck, but maybe I missed something. That would have been a press details. Oh, okay. After the game, I'm gonna look it up because I want to see the deck. That would be an absolute masterpiece, I'm sure. Engraver here is a little useless. So now we're gonna start with Gersu because we need to get the token. By the way, every time I log into this account and I see the Royal Rare Gersu, I just... This looks incredible. I think it's not even a debate. Just looks incredible. Yep. Token. Now we're gonna go... Lacrima. Tracked for the whole Fiendsmere engine. And yeah, we're gonna start with the Fiendsmere engine. The reason why I like doing this is because even if I get Nibiru, which currently I cannot really prevent if he does have a way to do it, I can still go into Nightmare and continue my plays. Right? That's cool. Also, one more thing. I'm actually not playing the Caesar. I think I should maybe include Caesar because this way I could get access to it right now and it would be great. I might be missing out on a little bit of value there. Let's summon Lacrima. This can go into Engraver. Okay, that's fine. I'm actually interested in just using the token, no? Wait, I have an idea. So, okay, let's just... Always looking forward to your uploads. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Helped me escape with my chronicle lower back pain and lost my job because... Oh, that's sad. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the content. So I gotta calculate really well. Activating the tract right now can give me an extra body, but I gotta be very careful how I do it. Okay, so I'm gonna use tract now. I'm trying to think of a line that gets me access to more than the usual place. I don't think there is much more to be accessed, because it's like, you know, Chaos Angel can be summoned, but it doesn't really do much, so it's like not really necessary. The one card I would love to actually get access to right now would be the Caesar. I think Caesar would be great to play around Nibiru right now, but yeah, I can't really do that. So I am now gonna link off 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna link off these two for sequence. Wait, you break with Fiendsmith? How's that possible? What do you mean you break? Is that supposed to be brick? Alright, so this will summon now. And shuffle back. I guess these three. Because I can use the second Fiendsmith on the field later for the effect anyways. So That's great. Now, let's do it with Requiem. Equip onto the Engraver. Brick, sorry. Oh, I mean, it's very difficult to brick. It's just that sometimes you might not get 2 bodies. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna do this just to get rid of the token. It's a tiny bonus, nothing too impressive there. Now we're gonna link off into Galatea, which is the main idea here. Okay. Now we're gonna use Engraver again. Shuffle, Requiem. So yeah, I really wanna play the Caesar. Actually, I gotta include it maybe. Now from here, we gotta go into the Nightmare. Okay, this is good. Okay, send to the graveyard Heart of Horror. Heart of Horror now will special summon directly Skeleton in that case, because we started with the Gershu. That's fine though. Now we're gonna activate my Galatea, shuffle back the Heart of Horror to set on the field a Babel. But yeah, the board would have been so much better with a Caesar, but you know, I kinda don't have it in the deck. Now we're gonna go the Gershu. Very nice stuff. Activate, get back the Nightmare. Okay. Now we're gonna summon... I don't love it. Okay, this is not ideal. Dude, I don't really like this situation a lot. This is very inconvenient. Okay, so if I use sequence, I'm gonna waste the body, but let's just say I use it, goes here. 2 for IP. Okay, so the main problem is the fact that sequence is in the extra monster zone, and now I'm gonna have to not utilize the body at all, because I can't really make good use of it summoning IP. So instead I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna summon IP, and I'm gonna keep Skeleton in the graveyard, and basically have a Jingursu protection from any board wipe, right? And that's it. And then after I utilize Jingursu, or after I am forced to go for SP, I essentially bring back the Jingursu with Skeleton. But the combo would have been 10 times better if I had Caesar, because I could have went for Caesar and Desiree and not have to worry about that sequencing at all. So that's that. Branded, which means Jingursu is useless. Jingursu's protection against Branded is quite frankly unnecessary and useless. The most important card is Desiree now. Also, Jury Swarm can be useful paired with IP. But the thing is, I gotta also link off the Jingursu, so I am not in the best of scenarios. I would like to link off the Jury Swarm, but also Jingursu, but I don't have a link for, which causes a little trouble. I could go for Lungursu with IP using both of these, in case he summons a monster in the middle or the right zone. This way I can still utilize Lungursu. This is fine. Yeah, I don't care. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay. This is gonna be the Cartesia. So anything but the Branded Fusion will not get negated with Desiree, because I desperately need to stop it. Also, I should have popped the Cartesia with the Ghost Ogre. That I kind of just pressed the right button too quickly. But, you know, there are gonna be other targets to Ghost Ogre, it's fine. Okay, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, that's fine. Keeping Ghost Ogre is not the end of the world, honestly. I am okay with that. Because something like, for example, Branded Loss can be a good target to Ghost Ogre as well. And basically, like, also Lubellion, not Lubellion, pardon me. Some of the fusions are good to Ghost Ogre as well. But yeah, I mean, whatever. This is gonna be Alubar searching the fusion, after which Desiree will potentially use it on the fusion to negate. Yeah, this is a little bit of an inconvenient scenario for me, because Dingirsu would have been 10 times better in the graveyard. So yeah, I gotta find space to play the High King Caesar. That would be a lot better, because it gives me another way to play around Nibiru, and basically more flexibility with the Fiendsmith plays rather than just a Desiree. So yeah, I'm gonna try to find space for it. Anyways, this is now gonna be Branded Fusion without normal summon. Branding in red is as well gonna do it, but we're gonna Druid Swarm the Fallen of Albaz. Okay. So okay, if I get rid of the Fallen of Albaz and he doesn't bring it back, does it still allow him to fusion summon? I'm not sure. No, okay, it fizzles. All right, that's cool to know. I wasn't sure about that. Yeah, now I learned something today. I thought it fizzles, but you know, it's good to note. So now Branded Fusion is the only thing I believe he can utilize. And yeah, I mean, dude, I know, I just know to keep this guy. Like, I'm never gonna use Desiree. And he cannot remove Desiree. That's the other thing. Yeah. And what could be a good branded card outside of the Branded Fusion? Can't really think of much. Ah, okay, that will force out. Okay, that will force out the Desiree. That's that's not cool, but sure. Okay. So now he's gonna Branded Fusion, but he cannot go for... No, he can go for Albion. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Chain IP. Summon SP. Alright. And link off Druid Swarm. Okay. Even though I am personally not a fan of keeping Dingirsu on the field, I have an idea how to counter the Branded Fusion, so we'll see how it goes. I think this is gonna be very good. I don't also think... I think he might also go for Lubellion straight up, because Albion will fizzle. Because I will banish a target from the graveyard and send the Albion to the graveyard. So he won't have the Fallen of Albaz in the graveyard. I think Lubellion would be slightly better. But, again, no, if he goes into Lubellion, it's gonna be worse for me. Because I cannot deal with the fusion play afterwards. Let me check. Okay, I can check it, but... Oh, yeah, he went Albion. Okay. That is a bad idea. So, Albion fusion summons from the field or graveyard, right? From your hand, field, and or graveyard. Alright, so we're gonna go Chainlink 1 SP. I would love to target Albion, but that won't be a good idea. I am going to target the Fallen of Albaz. And I'm gonna go Chainlink 2 Druid Swarm for Albion. Even though it still triggers Albion's effect during the end of the turn. But he's still gonna get it with Lubellion regardless, so it doesn't matter. I would have liked to banish Albion, but the problem is I gotta banish the Fallen of Albaz, because if I banish Albion, he still has targets for the fusion summon. So that's that's the idea. Okay. But that's still good. That still solves the problem. Back, how are we doing? We're doing great. We're winning a lot of games. We're doing phenomenal. I am countering the branded player very hard. So he can't get access to Lubellion nor Mirror Jade. However, he is able to still fusion summon into something. Okay. So I would guess the Despian Queritis is gonna be the main target here. Yeah, because it's basically a Despia plus light or dark, so it is possible. Another one would be... what else? What else? I can't really think of anything. I think it's gonna be Queritus for sure. But he's also forced to fusion summon into it, by the way. So this is good for me. Oh yeah, I mean, he does have Drago's Tapelia too. That's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying, but it's fine. So he can negate my Dingirsu and essentially cancel the protection. Okay, I'm gonna use it now. I don't know why he didn't use that, but whatever. So the reason why I'm using it on the SP is because I actually want him to attack. And if he attacks SP, I can use my skeleton, bring back Galatea. Galatea can quick play set on the field the Crescendo. And Crescendo can basically stop an effect afterwards, which is great. For some reason, okay, that was a terrible mistake here. That was a very bad thing to do. Okay, he misplayed. Yeah, whatever. I just win the game now. I could have also Ghost Ogred it, by the way, but you know, it's fine. Okay, fine. Doesn't matter. Oh well, I have one Ghost Ogre. He has 2 unknown. Set 1. Alright. During game phase effect, I'm gonna go Skeleton now as well. Bring back Galatea, as I said. Okay, now I gotta be a little bit careful. So this will summon the Guiding Quem. I'm gonna Ghost Ogre with the Guiding Quem because now he cannot even bring back Fall of Albast. Okay, then I'm gonna chain the Galatea, shuffle back Skeleton, set on the field the Crescendo, and because Galatea is on the field, Crescendo will immediately be active on the following turn with an Omni Negate. Dude, that is some high-level Orcust gameplay. That is just that's the power of Orcust, dude. That's why I love this deck. It's such a cool deck. When the new support comes out, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. When the new support comes out, I'm gonna be going crazy with it as well. It's gonna be so much better. The whole deck is gonna be just so much better. It solves some very interesting problems for the deck, and it gives you more link plays to work towards, which is great. Oh, I forgot to I should have added man, I forgot to switch a card in the extra deck. Okay, never mind. Whatever, it's coming soon in TCG. I think so. Yeah, we need that link 1. Yeah, dude, we need it desperately. The link 1 will solve the biggest problem for Orcust, which is normal summon Gersu get negated past turn. That's literally the #1 issue that Orcust has in a more pure-ish environment. And that will solve the problem, right? Which I absolutely love about it, of course. Alright, so now we're gonna use the Golem. So, this is a bit of a unique scenario here. We gotta activate the Engraver first. And we need to activate the Tract first, because we need to discard the Luri in order to get a second copy of the Engraver or Lacrima in the hand, and basically use Weju Tempo for it. So we get the extra body, go for Photon Lord on the 4th summon, and summon basically from there the Fiendsmith card. Okay. Yeah, let me just switch. I don't think I have space for it, but I really want to play Caesar. But I don't have space for it. It's also a support for my World Chalice deck. Yeah, for sure it is. That's also great. Yeah, I really don't have anything I can cut from here, honestly. I would love to play Caesar. Caesar is situational, okay? But it is good to play around Nibiru and enhance a field whenever we see Engraver in the opening hand, or we get access to a level 6 monster on top of everything else. About the guy who played a turn 0 deck. Oh yeah, I also gotta check that deck, yeah. But yeah, basically Lacrima and Desiree need to be here. The Doom Dragon also. Chaos Angel is situationally a good card, but as you can see, sometimes it wins games. Photon Lord I do wanna play still because I have so many level 8 monsters. Jingursu, I mean yeah. Mermaid and Phoenix for sure. Requiem, Sequence, Moon, IP, SP are also great cards to keep, and Lungursu and Galatea as well. Dude, it's just too stuffed. I can't cut anything. Nothing here is cuttable except for Chaos Angel, but it's a horrible idea to cut Chaos Angel. Okay, I mean, I guess we're not gonna play the Caesar, which is, yeah. Honestly, I can include like 5 extra good cards if I could in the extra deck. It is just so good. Alright, so details. Oh yeah, okay, we can see it. Oh, that's my deck, wait. No, we cannot check the opponent's deck, bro. We cannot check the opponent's deck. We can check the profile, but not the deck. Yeah. Okay. It's really tight. Yeah, it is. It is so tight. Like, I can't really add anything. There's nothing cuttable in the extra deck. There's literally zero. But you know, Caesar is also only good in a scenario where we do have Engraver in the opening hand and enhance the place. However, in a 60 card build, playing a card that is only good when you play 2 copies of a Engraver is not really worth it as well. We can't do it in the match history either. Yeah, we can't. We can't do it anywhere. Alright, I'm gonna activate Maxi in the draw phase. That should be great. Oh wow, wait, there is a junk junk warrior icon. Okay, that is so cool. Wow, is this from like the shop or a bundle or something? I need this. I don't know how much I need this. I gotta see it in the shop if it is there. So all right, I mean the opponent kind of just basically decided not to play. Sure. Let's use Sang Engine here. It's from the bundle. Which bundle? Fuos is absolutely okay. Now guys, you are gonna witness how I can win the game with literally 3 beat sticks and nothing else. So I'm gonna use this. Special. Golem. When they release the alternative art. Oh, yeah, makes sense. Okay. Dude, that is such a cool icon. I can see a potential Imperm or... Oh, Ghost Ogre. Okay, well, time to show you how this deck can really play under Ghost Ogre. Although, I am gonna admit, it is gonna be a worse combo because I just so happen to have every single one of my add to hand cards. Alright, so Golem is gonna special again. Okay. Not gonna search the Wager Tempo, which is fine. Now, very conveniently, the only time I'm gonna give him a draw is gonna be when I activate Hard Horror for the Gursu, and that's it, which is very good. So yeah, draw is not gonna work against me at all. Let's activate Foolish Burial. If that gets ashed, I am gonna have a lot of problems though. I really need this. Okay. We're gonna go Nightmare because that will boost the attack a little bit of my guys. I hate that it's coming back to the meta. Yeah, but it's also not that good of a hint trap nowadays. I think the meta doesn't really get affected by draw too much. Every deck can play through draw, I can tell you that much. Every top tier deck can play effectively under draw and still get a good board on the field. I doubt that someone will have that much trouble with it. So I'm gonna space summon the Gursu now, which is gonna give him a draw. Okay. Yep. Raw rare Gersu. Oh, he actually drawed himself. Oh, he's... Okay, yeah, he just... never mind. I forgot that he drawed himself. Okay, that was a... Not really the best of ideas, I guess, from him. Gersu... Sure. Third hand trap. Okay. Yep. Fine. White Forest really struggles under draw. Yeah, but White Forest isn't a top tier deck anymore. It's like a tier 3 deck, maybe. It just got power crept a little bit. In my opinion, at least. So... Okay. This is what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna link off. Okay. That's cool. The reason why I'm keeping these two beat sticks is basically for the damage. Let's shuffle back. Set Babo. Now Babo for Dingershu. Okay. And I'm gonna attach. And that's gonna be 7750. And there's no way I can get to more damage than that. Right? That's the limit. Okay. But it is okay. It is fine. Now I'm gonna link off these two. So, as I've previously mentioned, keeping Dingersu on the field isn't exactly the most ideal play, but this is a protection, and basically, whenever I use Dingersu is when I need a removal, and IPSP is still a removal, so it does the same thing. Okay? So, in that particular situation, it is fine to be playing like that. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Alright. What is a good level 4? Does he have... Is there a good level 4? Not really. I mean... Okay, I need some assistance. What level 4 can he summon right now with this? Can't think of anything. Can't really think of any good card. Maybe the level 4 arm thingy, but it's just like not a very good card. Herald? Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna use IP then. Yeah, you're right, you're so right. Okay, so if I go Lungershu, I banish Nightmare, I get Harp Horror. Alright, so I'm gonna actually go Lungershu as well. This is gonna be a very interesting stacked combo. So I'm gonna go Nightmare. Target Lungershu. Harp Horror. Harp Horror. Summon Gershu, of course. Okay. Now Gershu. Send Skeleton. Now Lungershu. Return to deck. Shuffle. Send the Junk Synchron. Okay. And the reason why I went for Lungershu is because that allows me to have a more follow-up, more, not necessarily more follow-up, but basically reshuffling every single one of my Orcus cards, which is very good. More follow-up oriented play, I guess. Draw 2. Fine. I think this is fine. Okay. So, I do have Dingersu, which is still good. Alright, well, yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, I have, I think 100% win rate with this deck so far, right? Look at this, dude. Look at this. This was a game that I haven't played today. I think. This wasn't a game from today, I think. Oh no, it was. Alright, so we have... Oh, we have one loss. Alright. We have one loss, that's it. So, 6-1. I'm telling you, this is quite something. This deck is quite something. Gersu is a GOAT? Yeah, dude. Dude, Orcus is just... I think Orcus is on a similar power level as a lot of other meta decks nowadays, I think. It's probably an overstatement and a bit of a hot take, but as I said in the beginning of the stream, dude, Orcus can be as good as Fiendsmith. You can access Orcus with any two monsters, Phoenix into Mermaid, full combo. And that can be either Galatea with Crescendo Omni Negate or IP plus Jingersu in the graveyard for a banish, a send to grave non-targeting, and another banish with two cards. With that's what I'm trying to say, dude. It's such a good archetype. I just don't see how this is not good. There will be support for Orcus in the future. Yeah, dude. It is gonna be even better than. Oh yeah, okay, that is a matchup I actually wanna see, dude. I haven't played with Orcus against Memento for a really long time. I wanna see what I can do versus a full power end board of Memento. Clearly I have no hand traps, so I'm gonna have to spectate that combo. But I wanna see what the deck can do if I don't get any hand traps. How good can I break the field? Alright, I mean, this is all fine. I would expect to set up a Creation King in the grave as a fusion play. A combined creation. Some Feedsmet cards. Field Spell. Maybe Bone Party, maybe Fracture if he plays it. And that's kind of what I would expect, yeah. It should be a bad matchup for us. Not sure actually, I don't really know. I haven't really played against Memento a lot. That looks gorgeous. Oh my god, that looks incredible. Yeah, this is just stunning, I love it. It looks incredible. Master Duel makes some very good cosmetics, like it's just so many cool looking cards as a royal rare. I think we're gonna have Bone Party, Fusion, Creation King, and Mace. Yeah, that's what I'm also thinking. And maybe a Fiendsmith card or two, maybe like a Desiree in case they do have the bodies. That's what I'm thinking as well. But we'll see. They do have Gothic in the graveyard as well, which is kind of good for them. Bone Party Search makes sense. Combined Creation can be used a little bit later. But yeah, of course, special the Akihiron. I mean, everything here is fine. I would assume he's gonna use Bone Party with, yeah, makes sense, with Akihiron. This will get him another Memento card. He hasn't summoned the Witch. That's probably gonna be Anguish. If it's pure, then we will have Horned Dragon. Maybe, yeah. Oh, not Anguish part. He actually went for Dark Blade. Okay. But he... Wait, what? He went for Dark Blade, but he doesn't have a target for it as well. No, he does. He does. I'm stupid. Anyways. Yeah, now he can add to hand. Field Spell is gonna special. I mean, he does have access to two monsters, so that can be the Fiendsmith engine, as I said. Return the fusion, so he can go into the creation. Mace is now gonna pop. Okay. Now he can search a Memento card. So he hasn't gotten through the trap cards. Maybe he's gonna get one. He's playing. Okay. I don't think people play Cranium Burst very much. I think this is kind of a bad card, but okay. So Anguage, yeah, I mean, he hasn't went through the Anguage play, so I kind of expected that. He can also summon now the Creation. Getting Totsuno, he hasn't used that one too. Weird, yeah, it's like, yeah, the trap card. He could have at least played the better trap card. I don't know why he's playing this one. Okay, Totsunoshi is, I guess, fine. Yeah. It's... Okay. Gatik's now gonna return the, Oh, yeah, he's gonna get back the mace so he can reuse it. Makes sense. But it's... I don't know, I think this is a very awkward Oh, no Moon, he's gonna go Sprite Elf. Okay. I don't know what he's doing here. I thought he's gonna go Moon, but I guess he can... Technically, he can still maybe get access to it. Sprite Elf is gonna bring back 1. And he does have Creation. Maybe he's drawing the other, I guess. Alright, Creation. Now Sprite Elf will bring back Gatik, maybe. No? Huh? I guess this is protection, but it's weird. And Bone Party. The bad trap card, the Bone Party, the Fusion, and potentially the good trap card. Okay. Sure. Let's start with Terror Top. Okay, that's fine. So, how do we go through the plays? I think we gotta start with the Millennium Engine now, and either force a Photon Lord on the field, or force out an interruption to either negate it or use a Doom Dragon to force like a card as well, or maybe summon more bodies. Alright, let's do it this way. So we get 1. Right. He's fighting them off pretty quickly. I think he's trying to negate every single play that I go for, maybe. He's firing off the interruptions one after another immediately. Yeah, that's fine. That's not that big of a deal. Let's use this. I would love if the Millennium Engine actually works, because I do want to get some bodies on the field, and I do also want to go for the Doom Dragon if I can as a removal. Golem hits the field, hits the hand. Yeah. Good. Okay, that's fine. So now he's gonna target spell or trap. Yep, that's gonna be the golem. He could have used it on the Sang Engine. I don't know why he gave me the free body like that, but sure. Whatever, I guess. Now, let's... I'm not sure how to really, like, deal with things. Maybe I'm gonna go Moon. Even though I have Engraver, I believe he's probably gonna fire off something on the Moon so I don't go into Feedsmith. Essentially, I'm trying to bait him into using something now. Let's also use this for fun. Maybe we're gonna... Yeah, whatever. Seriously? Oh wait, this is not once per turn? Oh my god, dude. This can be used 5 times? Bro, this is so absurd. Okay. Sure. We're gonna fight it off. That's very bad, okay. Cold buy. Fine. No, it's 5. Yeah, bro, that's incredible. I don't know this card so good. Okay. Let's activate Engraver. Well, I mean, yeah, it seems kind of a ridiculously powerful hand here. And let's go Tract. Okay, that's good. So far, I think we're in a decent spot. Maybe. Fusion is last? Yeah, Fusion is the final one. Now we're gonna use Engraver. Return Moon. I would like... I could use Tract now, but he's gonna negate the Lacrima. What? What? Really? All time? Oh, wow. You gotta be joking. Seriously? Dude. My reaction is kind of a... I had a really boring reaction here, but I can't really move. But I'm very surprised, like, what the hell? Winning? Time limit. Pass. Okay, that's very, very unexpected. Did he take that much time? I didn't really think it... Dude. I've had way shorter games where the opponent, it seems like he takes so much more time. I definitely didn't think he took that long to play the game. What the hell? I am so confused. I remember last time I streamed and I played against heroes, it was probably twice the drag waiting than now, and they didn't lose to time. Yeah, I didn't expect that. Okay. Wow. Anyways. Usually I don't like ashing the golem, but because he's gonna go into like 2 bodies or a Photon Lord, I really don't want to see him get that. Anyways, whatever. Doesn't matter. Sure. So, my hand is decent enough. The crescendo is a little pointless to have, but the rest is good. Okay. Alright, so Weju Tempo will probably go Sangenjin. Sangenjin for another Sangenjin. And then Doom Lord. Doom Dragon, pardon me. And basically summon either Moon or just go for a Photon Lord, I guess. Okay. I would hope he goes for Moon, because I can, regardless, I can negate it with Imperm, so it's good. I mean, I'm gonna negate the Lacrima, not the Moon, of course. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Now he might go Photon Lord, actually, which is fine. Photon Lord is fine because Imperm is not affected by it. Oh! Well, usually I do like negating it, but he's still gonna be able to go for the Fiendsmith place, so I don't want to give him that. Milling the Engraver is so bad for me, actually. Dude. Now he can use my own Engraver and save himself from the trouble of not getting the Fiendsmith engine. Yeah, I don't like this. This is a little too lucky for him. Okay, I think this is the best target still. Just Engraver. 60 cards, he's gonna hit the Engraver. Never mind, anyways. So, by the way, one small thing that I did do, I had my toggle off, and on the 5th summon I toggled on, so I basically bait him into you know, thinking that I might have a Nibiru. Not that it matters really, just, yeah, wanted to point that out. That can go for the Caesar, which is, yeah, that will play around Nibiru. Okay, yep, so he did play around Nibiru, which is fine. I mean, that's all good, actually. Because when he summons Lacrima, or more so, not Lacrima, but Sequence, I'm just gonna negate the Sequence with Imperm anyways. So it's fine. But yeah, he did prioritize going for the Caesar because I toggled down on the 5th summon. That is either that or he just planned on doing that regardless. Maybe I'm giving myself a little too much credit here, but you will see. Okay. So Requiem, Lacrima, and then basically Sequence, Fusion, negate with Imperm, and then he will go maybe for Tract and Lacrima and bring back another Engraver and go for another XC6 or Link Play. Also, now you on -1 Engraver. Yeah, that's also sad. This is very, very nasty. Yeah, overall, very unfortunate scenario that he ended up hitting my Engraver. That was so bad. I definitely think that was like the worst possible mill for me. I just hope I get a good top deck. If I get a good top deck, that would be great. All I need is just one good top deck and that might be good. Right? So yeah, I'm just waiting for the Sequence at this point. Okay. What else? So I'm still expecting Sequence and then I'm gonna negate it and then he's just gonna go into like SP, something like that. Sure. Fine. Okay, that's good. 60 cards, we still draw 2 one-offs. Yeah, dude. That is just absurd. I know. It's at this point, it's just hilarious. Well, he has 1 Caesar and 1 unknown card in the hand. That's it. I think I did a phenomenal job this, basically interrupting him. Bro. Who plays more than 1 Oak? Who plays more than 1 of this guy? What the hell, dude? I am so tilted right now. I am just so tilted. This is absolutely absurd. There's no way you play more than 1 Oak. What a stupid idea, bro. Come on, dude. Nah, man. I just lose the game now. Yeah, okay, whatever. This is stupid, bro. I hate this deck. Stupid Snake Eye Fiendsmith deck, bro. I hate this deck. It's so stupid, dude. Like, all the... Bro, like, literally all the people with 2 IQ plus know how to play this. It's such an absurdly easy deck. Basically a bunch of OP cards. Literally 1 card gets you to full combo. And of course they're gonna have the 1 of everything, dude. Of course. I'm just so... I'm just so salty now. This is just... I hate this. I'm so salty. He hits my Engraver. And he gets the whole Snake Eye engine. Of course. His opening hand consisted of Engraver, Code by, Oak. What else? Millennium Engine, Golem. Yeah, sure. And the 5th card I don't remember the fifth card. I forgot about the fifth card. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Very nice. There's no way I'm gonna win this game, by the way. I don't know why I'm even waiting at this point. Bro. This is just such a stupid deck. I hate this deck. Snake Eye and Fiendsmith is the most non-brain required deck ever. Like, so ridiculous. Calm down, Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't fair. Yeah, but it's so stupid. I've been waiting for 10 minutes and I had the perfect negates and baited every single interruption as well as I can. And the guy literally wins the game because he's playing more than one copy of Oak, which is a mistake. Which is absolutely useless to play more than one. That's why I'm getting so annoyed. And now my hand looks like absolute garbage, dude. If that gets negated, I don't have a turn. Lovely. Lovely. Okay. Sure, whatever. I don't know why people scoop when they see me doing this, but yeah, I don't know. People are apparently scared of Warcast. I don't know. I don't have much explanation for this. All right. Going first, wow, actually. Okay. So, if someone wants... Oh, I bricked. Lovely. Yay. In 60 cards, I draw 3 one-offs. Beautiful. Incredible. I am now Nunchuck Pro. Okay, good for you, good for you. Bro. What is that, Hen? So, just to give you a little bit of reference. Starter, 3 copies. Starter, 3 copies. Starter, 3 copies. Starter, 3 copies. Starter, 2 copies. Starter, 3 copies. Starter, 1 copy. Decent starter, 1. At least place 2. Starter, 1 copy. Starter, 1 copy. Starter, 1 copy. Play set of a card that can get you a starter. Just for reference. Just for reference. What? Tistina, okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. And by the way, I'm gonna ask that. By the way, this actually hurts him because Tistina oftentimes likes to have some monsters on your opponent's side of the field, which is funny. Now we need to learn juggle, backflip, throw knives. Okay. Yeah, Sentinel. Sure. I'm gonna negate. What are we playing against? Tistina, basically. Just this Tistina. 42 cards Tistina. I think this should be good enough. Negating the... Basically, negating the Sentinel and the big... what was the name of it? The Demigod. All he has is the Feud spell, and he can't really utilize it because I have no monsters. Okay. Can we please top deck something that actually gives me a play, please? Please. I would very much appreciate a playable card. Okay. Wow. Wow. And now I'm gonna get Ash. Look at this. This is gonna be just an Ash. I can already see it. I can already see it. Yeah. Sure. That's fine. This is an SR. Wow. I've never seen this deck. Yeah, many people haven't. It's not like it's a good deck. It's just for fun. Let's pitch the Luri. Special. Okay. Well, I am literally one interruption away from not being able to play the game, but you know, if I somehow don't get negated on anything, I might have a chance. This is the most important card. Lacrima needs to go through. Wow, wow, okay. Yeah, well, now I have basically everything I need, I think, to win. We're gonna start with Requiem now. So in that scenario, I am not gonna go into Fiendsmith place, which might sound bizarre. I have a way better line than that. This is fine. Let's go Phoenix. So Phoenix means Orchest Engine, and discarding both Crescendo and the World Wand are two very good things as well. And I'm also gonna force that back row. This is, yeah, okay. Does it still pop it? I think it does. No. Yeah, oh man, come on. Seriously? Oh, this is so sad. I could have went for the Orchest Crescendo first and I was like, okay, let's go Phoenix. If I get negated, I'll go Mermaid anyways. Oh no, come on, dude. Oh man, okay, let's just say this. That was on me, guys, that was on me. I should have went for Crescendo first. I could have gotten a search for a machine. That would have been Gersu. And it would have been full combo. But I'm just stupid. Well, let's hope I don't lose the game. Okay. Oh man, that's very sad. Alright, I hate this. This is a very bad scenario now. And he also got another copy of Play. We don't play Fiendsmith Trap, right? No, we don't. It's unnecessary, so. Okay. I wanna see Sentinel activated if I can. Oh, Varudras? Oh, wait, no. It's the Xyz. Oh, that's very good. That's actually very good. Yay, thank you. Thank you for giving me Crescendo. Yeah, thought so, yeah. I mean, it doesn't make... I don't even have the space for it. It gains 2000 attack, so that's... not game yet. Okay. Sentinel, Search. I guess Hound. No, Hound is in the graveyard. I guess, yeah, I mean, the trap card works fine, I guess. He has Hound. So let's activate this. Special Summon. Effect 2. Send Special Lacrima. Send Engraver. Protect myself. Very good. Very good. Yep. That's fine. And that's not game. By the way, man. Okay, that's still not game. By the way, did you know Mimigu actually functions really interestingly with Tistina? Because this card makes you attack directly when the opponent has face down monster, so you can basically play a Tistina engine in it and make good use of this. That is very cool. So we're gonna start with Fiendsmith again. Yep. Fine. Completely okay. Sure. Oh wait, no, it says banish. Oh, I thought that it's. Oh man, no, I should have used crescendo. Actually not. Actually no. Even if I use crescendo, I already have a normal summon, so it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Anyways, we still have full combo. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hardcore. That will be Gershu. Gersu sent Skeleton. Babo now. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any good recyclability. So that's a bit of a problem. Now. Banish all cards? Yeah, dude. Okay, so we use this as a removal. Now, I can remove this, flip my Lacrima face up, link off into SP, banish the Tistina. Alright, I'm gonna give it a go. Flip, link off. Actually, firstly, we go battle phase. We attack. Okay. Now main phase 2, SP. Banish the Tistina. And yeah, that's very good. And keep the skeleton for Jingershu for next turn. Alright, so also one thing I want to note. During your main phase, send one Tistina most from deck to give your opponent controls 3 or more face-up cards. I don't currently control more than 2, so I don't need to remove it with Jingershu yet. So the moment I activate Jingershu, I will hope to use SP so I have 2 cards face up as well. Target 1, add to hand, that's gonna be the demigod. Yeah, makes sense. Sure. Okay. Special, add a spell or trap. I guess he's gonna add a play. Third copy. Another feud spell is interesting. No, that's a continuous, pardon me, that's an additional normal summon. He wants to force the SP. Alright, so if I were to allow him to special summon a monster, that would be very bad. If I allow him to force the SP, that's not game. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna allow it. The moment I use Jingershu and get rid of the demigod, he can use the feud spell, and then he's gonna special summon a monster, which is gonna be worse for me, so that's why I don't wanna do that. But yeah, I'm kind of running low on resources as well, which is very bad. Oh, I should have... Oh my god, dude, I'm so stupid. I should have gotten rid of the demigod immediately before even the sentinel. That was on me. Man, I should have gotten rid of the demigod. Now he gets a pretty special summon, which is so bad. Actually, you know what? Not gonna do that. I'm gonna attach a world, a skeleton as material. Actually, yeah, I'm not gonna remove anything. I mean, there's no point removing anything when he already got the body, so. And he has this. So yeah, extenders are gonna be possible regardless of what I do. This flips it face down, but I can flip it face up. It doesn't have anything to restrict me from that, I believe. He can also pop it, but that's fine. I mean, I can still get the skeleton in the grave to set it up. Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. Oh, man, okay, fuck me. I should have gotten rid of it. But that was overall a horrible matchup for me, dude. I had a horrible hand anyways. Yeah, I should have gotten rid of it, that's all. That's probably fair to assume. But on the flip side, even if I were to get rid of it, he still has like 4 cards in the hand. So it's not gonna be that impressive. I doubt he's not gonna have any place in the hand anyways. Yeah, it's just that I drew like 3 one-offs and I bricked. That was it. Now that is a lot better of a hand, finally. Okay, that's good. Yeah, sure, that's cool. Alright. So this is gonna be the Ice Jade Synchro monster. Yeah. That's not the end of the world. Okay. How does this work again? Activate the effect, face a monster you control cannot be destroyed or banished, whatever. Then if you activate it, if you activated this effect in response to your opponent's situation, and your opponent has a card with the same name on their field and or graveyard. Sure. That's fine. Yeah. So I am gonna negate a normal summon, maybe, with Imperm. Yeah, I'm gonna negate that. Okay. Now, because he already committed his normal summon, the moment he uses Agrin, I'm gonna Ghost Ogre it, but he didn't choose to use it now, which was also fine. Alright, I do have a response to the Agrin. Oh, I could also force the Agrin. Why not? Why not? It's fine. Alright. And now I will Ghost Ogre it, and that's it. That's cool. Yeah, that's very good. That puts him in a position where he has only one unknown back row, and that's it. That's a very good position as well. That's fine. Let's go Gershu. Normal. If that gets informed, it's fine. Nope, it doesn't. Okay. Let's get a token. That would be great. I'm firstly gonna prioritize the Pinsmith place as well. Oh, code buy. Sure. Not enough. Not even close, actually. Not even close to enough. I am absolutely gonna cook him. So Magnum's great. This fizzles. And yeah, I mean, we just get tokens, which is fine. And now oh, wait. That can bring itself back. Is the effect card once per turn? Yeah, okay. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's go Engraver. Alright, well, that was a win. He can't really do anything against me now. I just have to click a ton of buttons and he's cooked. Alright, that was a good way to break the field actually. Definitely a superior deck, I would say. Sharks definitely have no chance against this. Of course, if I don't draw my 3 one-offs and brick completely, that is. Clearly. But yeah, also, I can't really complain about consistency, because there was only one game in which I bricked. Every other game I had at least a little bit of playability. And almost any hand includes hand traps, which is good. It feels very, very nice. The deck feels very good. Okay. I love getting Diddy Crow. That will most likely come up. That is good for every deck, honestly. Dude, you name it. Branded, Memento, Fiendsmith, Blue Eyes. There's target for... Oh, no. Now that is the one problem I have. Oh my god. This is so bad now. Cool thing is, there is a way to deal with this, but it is not guaranteed. Let's pray that Gursu doesn't get negated with Imperm. Good. Yeah, I'm gonna give up on a Gursu. Right, summon a token. Alright, now if he doesn't have specifically Imperm or Effect Viewer, I am gonna get rid of the different dimension of the dimensional fissure. So that's why I also decided to play Phoenix for the Nightmare. And I'm gonna give up on I guess Harp Horror. No, actually Diddy Crow. I don't wanna banish my own Harp Horror. All right, well, it's time. It's time to cook, guys. Let's go one step at a time. Reveal as few amount of resources as possible. So we're gonna start with this. Pitch to special. Okay. So nothing else was hit, so which means I'm gonna be able to do some horror stuff as well. Yep, that will draw me a card. Oh my god, that is one of the best cards. I don't have any protection from Nibiru, so I'm gonna force a protection, I guess. This is already 5 summons, but yeah, I mean, I guess I can be just cautious. They might have Super Poly. Yeah, that's also a thing. So, Super Poly for Garuda is right now not possible. Alright, let's do Photon Lord. That will play around any hand trap like Nibiru now. Now I'm gonna go into... I don't wanna go into Galatea, that's the problem. I don't wanna go into Galatea, dude. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go Galatea, but firstly let's go at least Golem. Okay. That means he has a monster effect, most likely. Good to note. So now the goal changes, guys. Now the goal is to get to 8000 damage as quickly as possible and force out any potential interruption he might have. That's now gonna be the new goal. Because I wanna have as many monsters available to utilize if I get Nibiru, right? That's the main idea. Now we go Doom Dragon. We're gonna get rid of the token. And now we're gonna summon Galatea. And yeah, I'm gonna use it just in case I get Nibiru later. I will at least have the Babo as well. Okay. That's 68. And now that will be how much again? Exactly 8k. Alright, that's good calculation. Now let's check if he has something else. Okay, it doesn't seem like he has Nibiru, otherwise he would have used it here. Well, I think that's actually game now that I think about it. I'm a little confused. I don't know what happened. He might be playing Kashtira and just ended up bricking. I have no idea. But sure. I don't know. I have no idea what was that, but alright, I mean, I tried to be as cautious as possible, basically. But I'm still confused what happened. What level am I? 13. Alright, okay. I haven't played at all, by the way. Literally, today's stream is the first time I'm playing on the World Championship qualifiers with this account. That's why I'm such a low level. Alright. But yeah, if I match against Kashchiras and they summon a Rice card, might as well just call it a GG, dude. It is just not possible to win against a Rice card with this deck. Okay. Wow, that is gonna be full combo. Woohoo. Alright. That is Druid Swarm, okay. That's fine. Completely... Not completely okay, but it is fixable. It is fixable. Alright, now I'm gonna go with the whole Fiendsmith line. I'm gonna set up a Desiree. Actually, no. No, I have to do that. Maybe. But, there is a world in which I go for Chaos Angel to banish the Druid Swarm, because Druid Swarm is gonna be an annoying disruption. I really wouldn't like to get Druid Swarmed and lose a body. So yeah, I think that won't be a bad idea to just summon a Chaos Angel. Okay. Send. Alright, well, I'm gonna go Chaos Angel. It's already... The plan is already in motion for that. But I'm not gonna use the Gursu because I needed to Orca summon. So... Okay. That could have been a way better start if I didn't have to get rid of Druid Swarm, but whatever. We're gonna get rid of the token. What are you planning to do with the gems? Next episode, I'm planning on spending the gems to build a new deck. And some sort of voting again. You guys can pick something, but I haven't figured it out yet. So I'll think about it a little more. It was kind of like my idea the moment I saw that I have a lot of gems, right? I'll probably get like 6 or 7k gems. That would be a lot. And if I farm some solo modes, could go up to even 8,000, so... Maybe it's gonna be time for a new deck. Maybe. We'll see. And it's also not gonna be... I am almost sure it's not gonna be structure deck again. I'm talking about actual secret pack pools and all that. Like, you know... Or even selection pack, honestly, could be interesting. But... I don't think there's gonna be a new selection pack soon, so that's that. How about Vywon? Dude. Yeah, okay. I was actually, by the way, I had an idea. For some reason, I would really like to play some spring guns, but not a lot of people would really like to see spring guns, most likely. Just like kind of a fun deck. Wow, okay. Spring guns would be fun with what was it? Yeah, dude. Come on, what was the name, bro? The big machines, dude. Come on. The Regulus. Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, you know what I mean. The Regulus and all the friends there, basically. That could be interesting, but I think this is an older archetype. Not a lot of people care for, so yeah, maybe it's gonna be something else. It was just kind of funny because spring guards are kind of fun. Tyrion, yeah, Tyrion, dude, Tyrion. Yeah, Tyrion. Okay, Kastura is the most horrible matchup. Please do not arise card. Oh no, that's bad. Oh, that's so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna have a lot of trouble here. So there are two ways to deal with a Rise card. Either summon Snake Eye Doomlord and get rid of it, or SP and get rid of it. That's it. Nothing else. So that's very sad. This is my worst matchup and there's really no way to play around that. How about Cyber Dragon with the new Link 1? There's a new Link 1. Is it in the game? Banish. Okay. Okay, nothing to be worried about. That's gonna be Fenrir, Arise card, Shangri-La, and Big Bang maybe if he returns it. Okay. Clockwork Knight. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, that makes sense. That could be interesting, yeah. I'm not sure what the new lines will be. Take Tomborg is hurt a little bit. Yeah, but I don't have the Terror Top, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, usually it is bad if I do have Terror Top. Okay, Lacrima is not a good card. The double code buy also doesn't help. If I were to have an Imperm, it would have been 10 times better. Bro, this is... Yeah, so... 1000% I'm gonna lose this game, but I just want to show you how much Kashira's counter it. When I activate my Sang Engine, he can use Fenrir and actually banish it. The card that can search Clockwork Knight. Oh! Yeah, there was something about that. You're right. Wait, he's not gonna fire off the Fenrir. Okay. He might banish the Doom Dragon though. Nope. Never mind. He also, by the way, I just want to point out, he got rid of my Pendulum Zone, which was a very smart idea. Actually, that was a pretty smart thing to do. But yeah, dude, I don't really see it happening here, bro. And I can't even code buy it. Oh man. This is pain. As I said, when I meet Kashiras, it's just GG go next. There's nothing I can do. It's a fun deck and also Clockwork Knight made just for Cyber Dragon. Yeah, it's kind of fun, yeah, you're right. I'll think about it. It's an interesting idea. There's actually like I'm still thinking how to make the voting happen, because there are so many secret packs. It's like, you know, I gotta somehow pick a couple of them or find a way for people to pick them, something like that. I don't know. It's good for Crystron too. Yeah, I play it in Crystron. It's a good Almirage for the deck. Alright, 60 card, White Forest as a mina. Fine. Okay. I could Diddy Crow the back row, but I'm not gonna do it. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Also, you can counter Crystron with not even playing a single card. By Chimeratech Mega Fleet Dragon. Okay. That was it. That's interesting, actually. I'm not gonna negate it. Because usually they play the search as a one-off, meaning that it will slightly reduce the place he can go for. He's gonna be forced to use Raciela to send and then search the spell. And if he doesn't have a send, he needs to go -1. So that's cool. Let's see. Yeah, and at least it's a -1. I'm happy about that. Cyber Dragon monster plus 1+ monsters in the extra. Oh yeah. I mean, this can counter a lot of decks. This, I mean, that's kind of one of the most nasty cards in Cyber Dragon there. It's just so ridiculous. But I don't know how many people use the extra monster zone that often. That's also a thing. At least nowadays, I think most decks don't need to use the extra monster zone like that. Okay, that's gonna be the level 8, and return a spell from graveyard, which he doesn't have. Dude, that is a pretty bad hand. The animation is sick though. Oh yeah, he can also bring back the trap. I can add 1 Sinful Spoils. Okay, I'm not gonna negate the trap because he will search the Azamina place, and I wanna stop the Azamina place from going through. Also a Sinful card. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait until he goes for the fusion. When the fusion is in the graveyard, I'm just gonna Diddy Crow it so he doesn't summon the Silva, and that's it. That's kind of all I can do. Okay, that's good. Now he needs to go -1 again, by the way. I think he's gonna go -1 and lose it permanently, which is cool, I guess. Oh, he already went. What am I talking about? Wait, what? What? No. No Azamina cards. Okay, that's confusing, bro. I have no idea what was that. Okay. Let's start with Sang Engine. Yeah, I expected the Azamina cards. I don't know why he didn't play them. I guess this is a more pure version of... Nah, it's not, dude. It's 60 cards. I am so confused. I don't know why he didn't go for the Deception. Sang Engine, Surge Golem. Effectively, I would like to summon Doom Dragon, force out the Diabel. That would be one of the best things to happen. You know? Okay. Okay. Yep. Wedge Tempo Surge. It's fine, we can still crow the LZ. Yeah, we can. It's not too bad. It's not like we care about the LZ too much, but, you know, it is decent to have. Now I'm gonna go for World Wand and another copy of Sang Engine. And yeah, that's just... Okay, let's think about it. So he's gonna go into this. I would like to force it out with something other than the Doom Dragon, but alright, first things first. We have a book, a synchro, and a blind set. I think so, yeah. I would like to start with something other than the Doom Dragon. Let's go Moon. Because he's gonna flip my monsters face down. I would like to either force the interruption earlier, or at least utilize my bodies and force something else. Because I don't want to get 3 cards flipped face down. That would be ridiculous. I think he can't go Sylvie because you got Crow. Yeah, he can't, but he can summon the Synchro. The one that flips. He needs a level 2 and a level 4. Nah, he can summon it straight up with this. He can summon it with the Diabel. He's gonna use Diabel to summon it, and I don't want that to happen. I mean, I don't want to lose 3 bodies for it to happen. Pardon me. That's fine. He gave up on the trap, which is interesting. Yep. Lacrima. By the way, that is not good enough because I still resolve Lacrima. Diablo effect is still in the field. Yeah, it is. But that's fine. I'm not gonna negate that. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to negate that. The other thing I can do is just negate Sylvie. If I negate Sylvie, he's not gonna summon it, but that doesn't matter, so I'm just gonna negate the LZ. LZ's gonna give him a follow-up, so... Yeah, I mean, it's not the best target, but it's good enough. It's decent enough. Okay. Yeah, also reset the walls. Alright. Flip face down. Sent Engraver. That's still good. Let's use Engraver. Shuffle Moon. Summon that. Cool. Now I'm gonna go and remove the Diabel. Never mind, it's fine. I'm not gonna remove anything. In that case, let's summon Doom Dragon. And I'm gonna be removing the Diabel. Nope. It's a really good target. It gets rid of a follow-up kind of completely. Yeah, that's cool, yeah. He still has Sylvie, so dodge the Doom Dragon. Yeah, but I have to go through the interruptions anyways. And this is the best one now. We basically have full Orcust engine. Okay, that's good. That's very good. Yeah, I think he has nothing else. He has Sylvie, but that's fine. Yep. Yep. Harp Horror. Gonna summon the Gersu. Gersu send the skeleton. Yeah. That's good. Now what I would want, bring back a monster. Nightmare. Yep. Alright, so now I'm gonna go Galatea. Okay. The one in hand is a blind. I think so, yeah. Let's bring back a monster because I can reshuffle it back. This is just gonna be an extra summon. So Sylvie can be used to get back the Diabell, which means there's no point targeting the Diabell. Okay. Let's go Galatea. Get back the skeleton. So I think he just has a Sylvie, and this is the Woes reset, which he cannot use. So that, yeah, just Sylvie. That's fine. Honestly, not good enough. If I play this correctly, right? So, okay, I don't love Dingirsu here, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Because I gotta dissect the board. That will be going for the back row. Because now he won't have follow-up. Now, battle phase. Okay. Attack. Firstly, Diabell. Attack Snake. Attack the Silvera. Okay. Now, main phase 2. We go okay, I'm gonna go SP. Okay. Banish the Diabell on the field. I was thinking about sending Diabell to the graveyard with Lungursu, but that would be a bad idea because it will trigger it, so... That's it. Alright, and now Lungursu, which does nothing, but Crescendo is available, so that's cool. And yeah, we just passed turn, okay. I mean, Lungursu is not gonna come up, but Crescendo is gonna come up, so that's good. And Dingirsu is in the grave. We can bring it back. We can get essentially removal and Omni Negate, which is good. He has no follow-up in the graveyard. Wanted can go, I think, +1. And that basically means he has 3 cards. Ah, that is the worst possible top deck, bro. Oh my god, that sucks. That sucks so much, I'm telling you. That is the worst. Okay. Well, in case he actually has something to quickly respond to my cards, I'm gonna send Skeleton from now. Just to be safe. Just to be safe. Okay, that Duster might have saved him the game if he has enough follow-up. But I made sure he doesn't have enough follow-up, you know, as much as possible. I mean, I couldn't really do much more than that. Yep, that will be +1. Alright, that's good. Alright. That is a decent top deck, I guess. Okay, let's consider this. Final card is unknown. Rukia currently cannot go +1. These two cannot summon anything except a rank 4. There isn't a rank 4 that would be too big of a problem to deal with. Okay, he does have a spell or trap, which he randomly got. Who plays Determination? Yeah, that's another top deck. He has normal summon available. Bro, this is like Yeah, he's absurdly lucky, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, so far so good. So, Moon SP. Okay, I'm fine with that. I am completely okay with that. Yeah. Attack. I'm actually gonna use my skeleton here. Even if he gets the banish, it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter because I want to get rid of the back row, not the SP anyways. Or I could also get basically some of my cards here in the graveyard as a follow-up. But I don't really want to give him that. Yeah, actually, no, the trap card doesn't matter. I'm actually gonna get follow-up. I'm just gonna go for one card. And then I will protect my monster from destruction, actually. That makes even more sense. Yeah. Attach. So he might SP that. Never mind. Yeah, World 1 is the best target. Okay. Now he can't actually destroy my Lacrima, which is helpful. That doesn't also trigger SP, which is good. This is very good. Okay. I don't think that matters really. It's just a body. I guess that could be Celine, but Celine won't do enough. He can destroy the Lacrima, but again, I mean, whatever. It's completely irrelevant. I don't care. In a random back row, okay. Is it random? I think it is. Yeah, I think it might be random. Alright. I guess we just proceed to the battle phase, right? I mean, I do want to get rid of SP, so... I think proceeding to the battle phase, it's safe. It will slow down the win with one turn, technically. But it's fine. Let's get rid of DSP first. Attack. And now attack phase. This is very good. Main phase 2. We gotta enhance the board. So... I do not use these cards, alright. We gotta go Sequence. Sequence is by far the best because it summons the Desiree. Alright, let's fusion summon. Yeah. Okay. I do use all of the cards in the graveyard, but it's fine, you know. Very good stuff. Now we can go... I think Sequence can straight up activate the effect now. I don't need it for anything else, so let's just do that. In case they do respond with a trap card a little bit later throughout the combo. Now we're gonna activate Want. That will bring back my skeleton, which is very nice. Okay. Now we're gonna go normal draw. And this will summon IP. And now we have Longursu IP into nothing, into like I guess Phoenix, but it doesn't really matter. Actually, it does. So we have IP into Phoenix, but we cannot use Crescendo. Yeah. Actually, no. We don't have Phoenix then. Well, regardless, we have IP for anything, which triggers Desiree. Desiree by itself, it's a negate. Jingursu in the grave is available. That will bring back a monster, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I feel good with that. I think this is a good spot to be in general. Okay. +1, I'm not gonna negate. He does get to reset it though. Yeah, I mean, fine, whatever. That can be a fusion now, actually. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna wait, I guess. Okay. End of the main, so... Alright, so do I even bother? No, I don't even bother using anything, right? I'm gonna wait, I don't care. I was thinking about it, but just... Yeah, nothing is really that big of a deal. I should have used Crescendo, actually, pardon me, that was... Yeah, I should have just used Crescendo. Okay, well... I made a misplay, but regardless. There's nothing he can do. Jingursu. I guess the set monster. Yeah, just in case, and that is enough. Alright. Whew, that was a grind game. Okay, that was a really grindy game. Bro, so just to note, I was completely dominating the game. Which is, yeah, I mean, it's very cool. Yeah, definitely, dude. A deck from like more than 10 years ago dominated White Forest, which is a newer archetype. That's so funny. I'm telling you guys, there is something in Orcas, dude, that makes it good. People just underestimate Orcas for some reason, but I'm telling you guys, there's something about it that just makes it really good. Only downside is, you know, graveyard-wise, if you get negated, it's like horrible. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it, really. Okay. I don't think that hen is bad, by the way. Okay. So we're gonna use woes. Imseri. Return the other woes. Okay, this is full combo, I think. Yeah, draw one. That is actually a draw that I don't hate getting. Let's start by summoning this. There's something. Okay. I am not gonna activate King Sarcophagus to go for Photon Lord. I don't think I need to do that. I'm gonna wait. We'll see. Because I don't really think Photon Lord is an option this game. I think I gotta prioritize other things. Alright. I mean, let's just use the Max C then. It's not like ideal, but since I haven't committed my normal summon, and I have plenty of good cards in the deck to draw, that won't be bad. Okay. Now, dude, now we're talking. Now we're talking. That is the best card to get. Okay. Sure. I mean, I'm still gonna be able to access the Fiendsmith place, so that's cool. I guess we're gonna start with the Fiendsmith card still. That's very good. Yep. Yeah, Requiem, Engraver, Lacrima, everything is here, yeah. I think everything is perfectly fine. Alright. Yep. Also, I'm gonna be able to get rid of the Bestial. I'm not sure if it's a good idea, because that might enable an Imperm. If it does, he's gonna use it on the sequence. So that's fine, I guess. I mean, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. Okay. Nothing is activatable, it seems. Yeah, first play, definitely gonna be the sequence. Yeah. I do lose the Lacrima, but that's fine. I don't feel bothered. Also, there is a way to not lose the Lacrima, but it's not worth the resources, so... Now I'm gonna go Nightmare finally. Okay, the combo does slightly change though, because we did already use the Gursu, which means we're gonna summon straight up the skeleton, and we're gonna leak off the sequence to go for Galatea. It's slightly worse of a combo, but it is safer. And although I could have gotten access to another body with my King Sarcophagus, it's not worth it. And I'm gonna explain why in a little bit. Well, let's use Skeleton. Bring back the Gursu. Now we go Galatea. So the reason why is because first of all we're gonna need the Babel, second of all we're gonna be able to set the Crescendo, which is very good. So this is gonna be an Omni Negate. Now, unfortunately, it's not gonna be available for the whole period and duration of the turn. It's gonna be available after I use IP to link off Desiree, and that will happen after I use Desiree. So the sequencing here would be Desiree, IP, and then enable Crescendo by summoning Nungursu. And also Skeleton can bring back at any given point of time the Dingursu, so that's fine. There's also a world in which I go Dingursu, and then I link it off for Lungursu without the Desiree sacrifice, but Desiree can be an additional removal, so there's really no reason to ignore that as an option. And Desiree will also go for if that's branded, we'll go for branded fusion, of course. But we'll see, because now he's gonna go Magma Moot. Might be a lot of trouble actually. I should have activated Nightmare now, because now if he goes Magma Moot, he has the priority to banish Dingursu, and that's very bad. I actually didn't think about it. That would have been a very good thing to do. Yeah, I kind of messed up, not gonna lie. If he targets Dingursu, that's bad. Okay, sure, it's fine. Oh man, it's a good thing that my opponent doesn't know how to play against Orcus. Let's use Nightmare just in case. You know? Just to... not to risk it again. I would prefer not to risk it again. Send Skeleton. And yeah. So now if he tries to force the battle phase with Mammoth, I'm just gonna go Dingursu, which will do the job and keep my IP. And I'm also gonna let him get into the battle phase, then use Dingursu, because remember, Skeleton doesn't say during the main phase, so, you know, it's even better. Alright, yeah, I mean, he does try to do that, but doesn't matter. He just sacrificed the battle phase, really. Unless he has another Bestial, but doesn't seem likely. I'm gonna summon it in attack mode, because Bestials have 2500 attack, and in case he has something else, you know, doesn't hurt. Yeah, we're gonna send. Also, in a particular scenario like this one, oftentimes I do like to activate the attachment effect just so I get follow-up and protection. But, you know, I'm trying to maximize the amount of interruptions instead of going for that, even though it's not particularly ideal. But anyways, we win the game. But yeah, I mean, getting follow-up is sometimes more important. But, you know, for example, in the current scenario, it's also very good to go Dingirsu for follow-up, attach, and then on the attack of Magmamut, basically you're gonna protect the IP anyways, but it is a slightly worse play in that scenario because Luvelion can be summoned from the grave and then you have to either banish it or negate it or just let it go through for more value for him. So that's kind of like the small difference there. It's nothing too meaningful, but it is cool thing to note. So I'm gonna go now Woes. The reason why I start with Woes is because if he's gonna use an Ash, I wanna see it on the Woes, not on the Terror top. That's why. Now I'm gonna activate my City and basically discard the Diddy Crow here for King Sarcophagus and one more. Okay. Now I am gonna go Terror top. Okay. So that's very good. If that gets negated, it's also fine. It's just a you know, nice way to go into Fiendsmith or Orcust. I am probably gonna need to go into Orcust place, of course. So yeah. Also, by the way, King Sarcophagus, it's not necessary to use it because oftentimes you will link off and just go -1 for Mermaid, so that's also a thing. So here, just to show you a different version, I am not gonna play into, like, I'm not gonna summon Photon Lord and go -1, because this way I'm gonna be left with no cards in the hand and Imperm can still stop my Mermaid, so it just doesn't make sense. What I'm gonna do though, is I'm gonna start with Fiendsmith place. The reason for that is because if I get negated on the Lacrima summon, I don't care, that's still gonna be enough bodies to go for Nightmare place and just basically get access to the Orcust engine. And I'm just gonna go through one interruption just like that, right? So I don't really care about the Imperm. And I will be able to discard King Sarcophagus and still have Effect Viewer and Code Buy. I'm kind of trying to preserve the cards in the hand in this scenario. Because you don't want to discard anything from the hand, right? You don't want to give up on anything. It might not be necessary as well. I mean, the opponent does seem to be having nothing, really. So it's fine. If he has nothing, I'm gonna change the idea. Okay, well, Bestial it is. It's fine. Not lovely, but it's okay. Yeah. Alright, so here's a bit of a scenario. So now, because I know Druisworm is on the field, I like to go for King Sarcophagus, set up a Photon Lord to negate it when I remove it. And that's what I'm gonna do. But that does leave me open to hand traps. So that's a downside. But I really don't want to be in a scenario where Druisworm can disrupt my place like that. So I'm just gonna get everything on the field, play it safe, summon a Photon Lord, go from there. That's it. I think that's good. But I have no discards, which is a bit of an issue. But it's fine. In that case, we're just gonna go for other things. It's not fine, but it is like still decent enough to play the game, right? Obviously, I lose access to the Orcus cards, but Druid Swarm is a little too uncomfortable for me. I mean, to be fair, actually, now that I think about it, I'm not even sure if I needed to get rid of it, but whatever, it's too late already, so it's fine. Okay. Yeah, might have been unnecessary. Well... Okay, I guess it was unnecessary. Let's summon IP, and that's it. And IP goes for the sequence. Okay, yeah, I don't love it. Now that I think about it, I don't love it. I'm gonna shuffle back the Engraver. Not that it really matters, but you know, I don't love it. I think this was a bad idea actually, because I went minus a lot of cards, but I was in a very annoying situation where Druid Swarm can definitely disrupt my IP and my Orcus plays super easily. So I didn't want to allow that. Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna banish that. Change of plans. I'm gonna banish the Deception, because it's a one-off. If I banish Deception, I know that this is a one-off and they're not gonna be able to fusion summon. Yeah, now he can force the SP with Druid Swarm. That's calculated risk. I do have a negate, so that's a bad idea. Now he loses the Druid Swarm for this turn. But he can get Talent, and Talent can steal my Photon Lord, so that's pretty bad as well. Yeah, overall, giving up on the Orcus place wasn't ideal. Yeah. Druid Swarm is quite the problematic card to play around for this deck when you don't have enough engine. I'm just gonna negate that, straight up. Even though Tract is still gonna work, he's gonna go for Fiendsmith place. I don't wanna see a full White Forest combo like that. I would rather deal with one Desiree on an empty field, or like empty monster field, empty monster zones, rather than a full White Forest combo. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, not my proudest game really. It was very awkward. Not getting any engine is also problematic. It's, yeah. If I were to go for the Orcus place, I would have also kept like an Effect Veiler and a Code Buy. That could have been enough to stop the Fiendsmith engine, or for that matter, the Druid Swarm. So yeah, actually, dude, Code Buy would have stopped the Druid Swarm anyways. Yeah, that was a very bad idea to put that much effort into dealing with Druid Swarm, and I didn't even do that effectively. Dude, yeah, definitely not a good game for me. I think that I misplayed for sure. Yeah, good to know, dude, good to know. At least we're discovering something new. All right, Requiem will deal with my Photon Lord, then Desiree Fusion, or Caesar, but I doubt that, and I'm gonna be able to summon 2 Horus monsters during the next turn, which can go into Photon Lord, Link 2, you name it. Yeah, there is still a chance to win this game. Alright, so now track for Lacrima. Lacrima bring back Engraver. Engraver link off Sequence. Sequence return Lacrima, Engraver, and Requiem to go for Desiree, and keep the Lacrima in the graveyard to bring back if something happens. That's it. He does have normal summon available, but he can only normal summon LZ, which is not very good. So yeah, okay. It is just one Desiree and a potential unknown that could be troublesome, maybe. But my graveyard, I have nothing set up in my graveyard. Maybe I should have kept my engraver in the graveyard and not shuffle it back with Lacrima. That could have been also good. Yeah, I mean, dude, that game is just, yeah, they just forget about it. They're kind of a terrible game for me. Definitely a lot of not so good moves. Just calculation wise, I didn't really do the best job ever. We'll see though. We might top deck something good. You know. My question is, how do I get rid of the Desiree? First of all, we'll see if he goes for Agnum Day with Desiree too. I doubt it, but we'll see. I think... Oh my god. Okay, that's... Whoa, that's GG now. He has normal summon available. Yeah, brother, that was a horrible experience. Okay. Well, I mean, my goal for today's stream is to hit level 15. So, we have a couple more games, hopefully. Or actually, one more game. And then we can yap about some things a little bit. And, yeah. Alright. Please give me one good hand. Alright, let's prepare properly. Okay, that was the... Oh, that was the most... that was the worst movement I could have went for, by the way. Ooh. Okay. I literally hit everything in the room while moving. We have good engine. Okay. We're gonna search to our top. This is gonna be full Fiendsmith engine. Bro, you know this game is cooked when literally one Speedroid Terror Top gets you to full Fiendsmith engine with a Desiree. With up to 5 negates. And a tower monster potentially. This is absurd. Lacrima. Okay. The only thing he can probably do is Nibiru me. I don't mind that. I don't think it will matter. Yep. Sequence. Okay. That is getting a little too boring to go over every single game, but... Okay. Alright, now for the second boring part, just a bunch of effects. Armageddon. Nightmare. Yeah, I also have Crescendo, which is literally a blessing. That is an incredibly good card to have access to. Summon Gershu. Okay, send... World Want, effect... Summon... Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Link off into Galatea. Yeah. Galatea. Shuffle World Want. Babel. Okay. He has something now. What? Am I gonna get... Huh? Okay, apparently I cannot use my Orchest effects. Apparently now I cannot use my Orchest effects in the graveyard, so... Complete change of plans. In that case. Okay, we do this. We use Galatea. Jingursu for protection. Attach, which doesn't really matter. Okay. And now link off Armageddon and Nightmare for IP. So the goal is to keep Jingursu now for the protection at all times. Use Desiree to negate. Link off Desiree with IP for SP for Lingursu. Send something to the graveyard with Desiree. Enable Crescendo because of Lingursu. Digicrow is gonna target the Trias when it uses the effect. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, I love it. Okay, that was so horrible. Man. Okay, well, we lost everything. I have plenty of follow-up. Digicrow for Trias and Effect Viewer for a normal summon, which can be great. Sure. That spheres really got me here. Oh man, today I'm seeing some of the most random cards no one plays. Wow. Okay. He just got rid of my whole board and passed turn. Well, now he is gonna have a little bit of a trouble. I am gonna summon Goshu. Goshu will summon Skeleton. Pitch Skeleton. If I get negated, I am absolutely okay, by the way. It's totally not gonna matter. Sure. That's fine. Does he have a target? What is the target though? I am interested. Okay. That's 1800 defense. Dark 80. Oh no, wait, never mind. Dude, that literally doesn't matter, bro. Like, who cares? Okay, anyways, I guess we gotta continue now. Get these. Okay, I can take the burn, but it's fine. Let's go. Effect Viewer. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna take. What? Did I oh, I actually locked myself. Wait, I'm stupid. Oh, I shouldn't have normal summon Effect Viewer, then I am stupid. Man. No. Ah, that was a bad misplay, dude. I shouldn't have done that. Going for it was a very bad idea. And I don't even make any use of the token. Let's see. So this... I will send one. We go Har, right? Har is probably the best anyways. Okay. Cool. This will let me continue. I guess it doesn't matter what I will target. It kind of does a little bit, but not at that time. I should have done something else before that, but never mind. Let's bring back Skeleton so I can reuse it. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be Longursu for these three. Yeah, I could have gained a little more attack. Also, I should have went Longursu maybe later, but I don't know. Whatever. Let's use it. It's fine. 1 and 2. Okay, we get them back. Send to the graveyard. It would have been a little bit better to summon Knightmare and then keep Skeleton in the banish zone and shuffle it now with the Longursu, by the way. But I wasn't paying attention. Now I'm gonna activate Babel. I guess pitch Diddy Crow. He doesn't have targets for Trias, which, you know, makes it irrelevant. But the token is gonna be left like that because I can't really do anything about it. My token, I mean, of course. And yeah, I mean, I should have dealt a little more damage and I shouldn't have activated the token. Now he could have been probably on 4k life points if I didn't summon the token and if I didn't link off super early into Lungur, so that was my mistake here. He's gonna go back row for sure. I'm gonna negate. It's fine. 2 cards in the hand. I have 1 removal effect and an imperm. Chances are I'm gonna win this game. So I don't think he has much of a chance here. Trias is not available. This is not available now. Nothing is working in the grave. Sure. I mean, I guess. Lovely. I love it. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. It's not good, but it's not gonna lose me the game. Okay. In that case, slight change of plans. If he passes turn, I'm gonna go Skeleton, bring back Jingursu, and attach back to it the Nightmare so I can recycle the whole engine again. Okay. That makes the most sense. Okay. That's good. Maxi is completely useless now. This is very nice. Do I need to prioritize anything? Yeah. Moon for the whole Fiendmare engine is gonna be the first play. Yeah, that's good. That is very nice. Okay. And now Lacrima. It doesn't seem like my opponent has anything, which is good. Okay. Send the Engraver. Shuffle Desiree. Although I could have went Lacrima, bring back Desiree. That could have been better technically. Whatever, I mean, I'm still gonna do it this way. Also, Chaos Angel can remove the Raspel. It doesn't really matter though. It's just, yeah, I mean, pretty useless spell anyways. I'm not really scared of that. Alright, let's shuffle these 3. The reason why I'm shuffling these 3 is because I can go for Requiem right now and boost the attack a little bit, and I'll also get more attack from sequence. Now let's go Nightmare. Carp Horror. Bro, this is getting a little repetitive when you cycle through them like 10,000 times. Oh my god. Sometimes I just hate going through the combo so often. Yeah. Now we bring back the skeleton again. Yep. Now we summon. First of all, that's 8k. I can just get game. It's fine. Oh. Okay, I messed up. Which effect was it? Which effect restricted me from the battle phase? Wait. Okay, I'm gonna think about it after I finish comboing, but I'm a little confused here. One effect was restricting me from the battle phase. I think it's my own effect, but I have no idea which one was it. I mean, safe measure, I guess. Oh, I should have oh my god, dude, I should have banished the true sun god. What am I doing? Yeah, okay, that was a bit of a botch there as well. What does that do? Send this card from your field to the graveyard, or send this card from the field, or one Winged Dragon of Ra from your deck to the graveyard, then send one Winged Dragon of Ra from your monster to the... Yeah, that doesn't matter. Okay, whatever. So, which card prevents me from the battle phase? Ooh. Let's Desiree. It's probably a good idea. And let's chain that for safe measures. It's probably a good idea. I don't know which card actually restricted me from the battle phase. I can't really remember. The one in the hand? Oh, no, never mind. I read an old comment. Okay, well, it's game. Yay. Bring back. E. So, yeah, and by the way, this can still attach from the banish zone, which can still give me the whole engine again. It's like, yeah, dude, it's ridiculous. This deck is just, yeah, very strong. Okay, I mean, level 15 is not the best. Honestly, I kind of want to play some more too, but I gotta end the stream in like 15 minutes, so I want to yap a little bit. And yeah, I mean, that was it for the gameplay, I think. Gameplay-wise. Bro, dude, that deck is just... Look at this. 1, 2, 4 losses. And... Oh, 5 losses, and then everything else is just wins. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 wins and 5 losses, dude. I mean, pretty great score considering the fact that one game I was full gated because of Kashiras and I had no chance, and the other game I bricked. So yeah, True Sun God monster can attack the turn they're summoned, maybe. No idea, I have no idea. But I don't think it's because of that. I'm not sure, let me just see. Okay, let me just read the card. So... Oh yeah, you're right, bro, you're actually right. Monsters except the Wind Dragon of Ra cannot attack the turn they are summoned. Okay. Yeah, you're actually so right, okay. I had no idea. Well, I mean, I could have just negated it and win the game, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Players and reading aren't the best friends, as you know, guys, so... Well, alright, this is my Orcus deck. For anyone who wants to copy the deck, feel free to do that. It's a very good deck. I would say, if you want to make it that bit better, get rid of draw, play a third effect viewer, and play 2 copies of Nibiru. I don't play them because I don't have a third copy of effect viewer and I don't have 2 Nibirus. So I was like, all right, I mean, let's just play draw and give it a go. But draw is overall not that effective. If you keep draw, the one benefit that you do have is the fact that when they maxi or full was you, you can draw and you don't really care that you're under draw, because the only cards that matter under draw are gonna be Tract, Engraver, Chorus, and Sang Engine, which you can go through before you even summon once. Right? The only thing is, if you want to go through everything, you're gonna give them like 2 or at most 3 draws if you go into Tract as well as everything else, right? So that's it. I think this is a very good deck. I think you're easily gonna reach level 20 if you play Orcust well enough. As of a competitive deck to play on the World Championship, to maybe try to qualify, if I were to play, which I probably won't because I hate grinding non-stop for like 10,000 hours and just losing my mind. If I were to do it, I would play this deck still because I really believe in it. But of course, you know, I really don't want to spend that much time grinding a game because it's just exhausting. Let's see how many resources we got, basically. 12 UR points, woohoo! Hello Dante, your deck is strong, thank you. Thank you and welcome to the stream as well. If you're just tuning in. Someone entered my code again, guys, thank you. This is no longer necessary, but still, it is very cool. Thank you for that. Alright. So, I have 5,600 gems. Technically, somewhere I reached today level max with Pride Runic. Oh, that's nice. Good job, that's nice. Technically, I can get a couple hundred gems more from the event and from the mission, so I will do that. And with some solo modes and missions, I will go up to maybe 7,000 gems. So that will be very good. And I will be able to go for a new deck, which is gonna be next episode's idea. However, I have absolutely no idea what to go for. I'm gonna show you now my collection, because ultimately you're gonna have to make the choice, the viewers, but I'm gonna have to somehow structure it so it makes sense, not just, oh yeah, pick a structure, pick a secret pack. It's kind of weird, but I essentially have, in terms of unfinished decks, right? I have branded. We could build branded because we got the structure deck. I think this would be very boring, but it is a possibility. We also have a the structure deck for Salamangreat, so it's technically an option if we end up going down that route. I don't particularly love it because Salamangreat's kind of boring as well nowadays, in my opinion. But it is a possibility. We could go branded buffed stronger now. Yeah, it is. It's not a bad option. It's just that it's a little boring for me to play it. We could also go for Centurion, because Red Dragon Archfiend can be used paired with Centurion to play a Red Dragon Archfiend Centurion build, I guess. And finally, we can also go for where is it? Raid Raptor. Okay, I think we have, yeah, we can go for Raid Raptors because we already have some of the Raid Raptor cards and a bunch of Royals, which look incredible. So Raid Raptor would probably be a very fun deck to play. I am not experienced with the deck, so I'm gonna have to learn it on stream, which will be also fun. I have an idea to make it more interesting. Branded tier limit. That's too expensive and unnecessary in my opinion. I think it's way too expensive and the deck is just not my thing, I guess. I don't know. Resonator Centurion is OP. Yeah, it's a cool deck. Resonator Centurion is a cool idea. Raid Raptor is also a nice idea. I would like Raid Raptor to be an option for sure. And maybe the Centurion Resonators, but that's kind of, you know, possibility. Also, any other decks that I like playing that I haven't played, because I'm trying to go for something that I haven't played, would be let's see, do we have any SRs here interesting? Probably not. Yeah, it would be actually, no, wait, let me open the browser. It would be easier to show the secret packs, maybe not the not talk about it only. So secret packs, okay. Yeah, let's just switch the screens for a little bit. The rank 13 rep Doctor is win condition. Yeah, it is. It is a pretty fun card. It is a very interesting win condition, by the way. Alright, so we're gonna switch to browser. Okay. Alright, so this is, I mean, every secret pack. For the final, like, 10-15 minutes, we're gonna go over every pack and give you my opinion, guys. So we kind of structure some sort of an idea. So branded option, not lovely for me. Adamantipator is a boring deck in my opinion. I don't like it. It's way too repetitive and yeah, it is an option, but I'm not a fan. Centurion, possibility as I said. Yang Zinc, no. Sword Soul, no. If the deck is not fun or not good enough in terms of like competitive scenario, it to me just doesn't make any sense playing it. So that's why I'm so harsh about certain decks. Just so you know. Dream Mirror Nemesis. I haven't played Dream Mirror in my life. It would be interesting to see how Dream Mirror would be nowadays. That's a deck that I'm willing to try, I guess. Worm, no. Yeah, any of these, no. I mean, I don't even remember what was in that pack. Oh no, wait, hold on. That will reset. Oh no, wait. I gotta I shouldn't reset the page. Yeah, I mean Machinas, kinda decent, I guess. I mean, not my thing really, but fun. Crystron, we've already played that in the main account. Zodiac, a little too boring. Heroes, too expensive. There is no way I'm gonna go Heroes. Labyrinth, too expensive and unfun for me. Sky Striker, I don't know. It's not. I don't know. I'm giving you just my very harsh and clear opinion, but I am not a big fan of Sky Striker, to be honest now. It just, yeah. Spyro, I would love to try out Spyro or even Quantum, Super Quantums, because they're fun. Spyro, I am interested in that, so if anyone likes Spyro, that would be cool. Maybe I'll add it as an option. Toy Box Engine with Dose and Madoches, nope. Endymion, absolutely not. This is too expensive. Rikas, Plants, no, too expensive again. Plus that I've already played this deck in previous videos. So Crystal Beast, not really. Dragoonity is an interesting one. Maybe it would be fun. Dinosaurs, too expensive. Dragon Mates from the structure deck, not the time for that. Ogdoatics, no. Hieratics, I would play Hieratic, but it is a bad deck, so yeah. Chaos, not really too excited about it, but it is a possibility. Dragon Link, nah, just nah. I guess. Ancient Warriors. Okay, so here I can see a bunch of meme cards that I would like to try out. Actually, let's see if it's. So I would like to try out Golden Castle of Stormberg because it's fun. Obviously, it's not a good idea because it's not a good deck, but it's fun. And yeah, Ancient Warriors are kind of interesting, I guess. Just for meme, I would go for this pack because I like Golden Castle of Stromberg and I would love to give it a go nowadays. But yeah, not necessary. Ignister, no, too boring. Zombies, we already have. Pendulum, no. Dogmatica is an option. Dogmatica is an option. Ritual Dogmatica, also featuring some Spring Gun cards. That could be an interesting option to expand the collection and get some cool stuff like a Dogmatica engine. So I'm up for that. Evil Twin or Avatar, guys, not really a fan. This is Guardians of the Sky is a pack that I would go for simply because it has good quote-unquote staples like Ultimate Slayer and the Solemn cards. Agent cards themselves are also fun. The deck is really expensive, I think, but it is interesting as an option. Littlerusk and Lunalight, interesting option again. I would try it out, I guess. Numeron, nope. Sky Striker, nope. Punk, no. Too expensive. Drytron, no. Too boring. Memento is interesting. I would also like to maybe play Memento. So yeah, Memento could be an option. It is also a pure list, so yeah, I would love to try out Memento. Actually, that's a good idea. For sure. Necro Valley, never mind. Thunder Dragon, no. Blackwing we already have. The Athletes, no. Subterror, no. Generators are a yes, but nah, not really. I mean, they're just kind of bad. These no. Shiranui we already have. Actually, we don't have Shiranui, but we can't really utilize them very well. Virtual World, nothing really interesting about the deck anyways. Dark Magician, no. I've been playing way too much Shadow in the years. I just really don't want to play Shadow. This is, yeah, I'm not even going to talk about Charmers. The Synchrons, it's okay, but it's way too expensive. Blue Eyes, no, I don't want to touch Blue Eyes. This is, yeah. Mikanko, no, not really. This is the Nouvelle pack, not a big fan of that too. Wait, I actually, okay. Madoche, no. Not Madoche, Melodious, but still no. Kashiras, no. Actually, I have a horrible experience with Kashiras in episode 2, if anyone has watched that. This is Pendulum deck, no. Runic, no. Vomonica, nah. I've played them. Decent deck, but not really that interesting, I guess. I don't know. Oh my god, I would love to play Heraldics when the new support comes out. Oh my god, that would be amazing, but for now, no. I've played Sofa Coins a lot in the past, so no need. Aesir Gods, I already have multiple videos about this, by the way. For some reason, I just like this deck. These are like a bunch of crappy cards. This is too expensive and not very good. Scareclaw, not a terrible option, but I'm not a fan. Bee Trooper, bad deck. Funnily enough, I would like to try out Heroic Challengers. I would like to try out this deck as a pure version of the deck, okay? It's not good. It's not necessary. It's just a good meme deck, I guess. So yeah, I'm a fan of this deck. I do like the whole Warrior XC summoning OTK gimmick. Going all in for the kill, so yeah, I'm a fan of that. If it comes down to it, maybe. No Bujins, Goblin Bikers, not a fan really. Xyz 3 decks are just, yeah, a little too repetitive for me now. Sprite, nope. Pendulum, nope. Utopia, nope. Aliens, nope. Taylor Knight, too expensive and boring. Gimmick Puppet, yeah, I like Gimmick Puppet, but it's like, yeah. In Master Duel, do people play Gimmick Puppet as an FTK deck? What are people doing with Gimmick Puppet in Master Duel? I've actually never played against Gimmick Puppet player in Master Duel, by the way, which is very interesting. This deck is one of the most less used decks in Master Duel, I think. I've barely seen this deck. I don't know. I don't know what Gimmick Puppets do in Master Duel, really. DDD we already have, and I'm a proud member of the DDD community who know how to play the deck at least a little bit. Tistina Eldritch, nope. Naturia. Actually, Naturia is a decent option, but I'm not sure what versions there are of Naturia nowadays. Yeah, Naturia Runic, I'm not a fan. I don't want to play Naturia Runic. Funnily enough, I would like to try out playing Dark Ward. This is a very fun archetype. Pretty bad, but fun. Maybe people have found another version to play it, but yeah, I would like to try out this archetype. Maybe it's cool. By the way, if anyone's wondering why am I doing this, I'm literally just going over every pack, giving you my opinion and a little bit of a thought process in terms of the picks and all that. I guess not necessary, but nice. Bestios, nope. We already have most of them. The Unga Bunga machines. These are fun. Unga Bunga machines are kind of fun. But too much machine support is required for them with machinas and stuff. ABC is an option, I guess. Danger Kaiju, not really. Marinces, nope. This, not a good idea. Black, whatever, Rose doesn't really have a deck by itself. K-Boat, too bad. Burning Abyss, always an option. Always an option. I'm a big Burning Abyss fan, so I would love it. This is the pack that I'm actually wondering. What the hell? What is this doing here? But yeah, basically Tyrion Spring Guns. I would like to play some Tyrion or Spring Guns for fun, but it is too expensive now that I think about it, so I don't know. But yeah, I would go for this pack, technically. Libromancers, no. This Sylvan's not really a fan of that. There's no way I'm gonna play Mermaid Atlantean. Is this the Cosmo pack? Wait, is this the Cosmo pack? Oh. Ooh. Yeah, Cosmo, not a... I would try out Cosmo, honestly. Maybe I would try it out. TG is a deck that I would love to play. I like TG. And I don't know what people play with it. Pure, Diabellstar, like Snake Eye. Oh, no. I know why they play Snake Eye and all that, but I don't have the engines in this account, so too expensive, I guess. There's a world in which we do some pulls also on the selection pack here. Maybe we can try to snipe some Lobelians or like Fuos for Hentras, but nah, it's kind of boring. Nice Barrier, no. Harpies, not really. Six Samurai with the new support is fun. Without it, it's kind of unnecessary. Fire Fist, not really. Adventure. By the way, is there anyone who's tried Pure Adventure? I know that there is a thing, but oh, Illegal Knights a UR. Ah, nah, that's too expensive. Okay, never mind. Noble Knight. I mean, I would always love to play Noble Knight. I would always love to play Noble Knights. If anyone wants to see that, and I would play it. I would play it. I'm a huge simp for this deck, dude. There's something about it when you combine fire with warriors and the Noble Knight from the table and the Excalibur story. It's just, yeah, I'm a sucker for that. I just love it. I think it's amazing. So yeah, I mean, lore wise, very fun deck, pretty strong deck. Would play it, would give it a go for sure. I already have it in my main account. These two are no. Then I wouldn't really like to try out the Chimera cards. They're not that fun, I guess. Super Heavy Samurai are not really that interesting as well. Mech Wards, yeah. Raid Raptor is a big one. Raid Raptor is the one that I'm probably gonna consider a lot, because we do have Arsenal, one Wise Tricks, and yeah, we need to get Bloom Vulture, the one rank 13, and maybe the rank 10. Definitely possible to build Raid Raptors. That would be a great idea. Light Sword, nope. Evil Hour, nope. Kuwaki, of course not. Valkyrie, no. Clifford, still a bad idea. Nothing here interesting. Trap Tricks, nah. By the way, I would love to try out for the meme some Predaplant cube stuff. What? Oh my god. Master Do is... Bro. Wait. I gotta check this. Bro. There's no way they removed Super Poly from the secret pack, right? What the hell? Dude, come on. They removed it from the secret pack? You gotta be kidding me, seriously? Bro, this was in the pack. Why? Dude, that is such a dirty move. Come on, that is so dirty. I was thinking about it because I could have gotten also Super Poly as a staple. Bruh, come on. You can't be that cheap. Okay, that is disappointment. Pure disappointment. Man, the new pack, no, this is too expensive. Gaga, go is a bad deck. So, what else? Cyber Dragon, it is an option. It is an option. And yeah, I mean, it could be decent. But there is a no, not structure deck. There is a Cyber Dark structure deck that we need to get as well for it. Funnily enough, the only pendulum deck I would actually like to try out would be Yusenju. Not because it's good. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just, I guess, kind of fun. It has a really weird gimmick. I don't know, man. It's just a fun deck, I guess. The gimmick is fun. But probably not a good idea. Prankets, absolutely not. Yugi's Warriors 3.0, nope. Nope, these two are not good options. Necros, not really. Unchained, I've played too much Unchained. Horus, what is that? Oh, I've opened this secret pack. Yeah, Duke Duare cards. I would try out, by the way, Magnet Warriors. It's a cheap deck, right? Magnet Warriors are quite cheap. I would try out Magnet Warriors. It's probably not going to be that big of an investment either. But yeah, unnecessary, but fun, but unnecessary. Witchcrafters, yeah, I have everything. I've played this in my main account many times. Oh wait, oh wow, there's a Shining Sarcophagus secret pack. Kind of a decent pack. Snake Eye, whoa, we can get Snake Eye. We can play Snake. Okay, can you give? Oh man, why are these cards here? You can use Block Dragon on it. Yeah. Why do we have the Evozar cards here? There's already 6 URs for the Snake Eye cards. Bro, this is literally a selection pack. It's not even a secret pack at this point. Bro. Shame on you, Konami. Shame on you. Trying to make people waste money on this. Oh my god. That is so bad. Yeah. I am disappointed. Yeah, Cold Tokers, we can play them. I think people have gotten tired of this. Ooh, S-Force. S-Force, I've played S-Force. Yeah. Not a good idea. But a nice meme deck, so yeah, maybe S-Force would be fun. For a meme. Nemleria with Madoche is not a good idea as well. Okay, I think we're almost over. It's not loading. Wait, is that it? No, it's not it. It's not it. It's just not loading. Ah, man. Bro, what? By the way, there are so many secret packs now in Master Duel. It's actually incredible. I've recently made a tier list as well, ranking all of them. For whatever reason, I don't know, I just felt like it. But yeah, took me a while. Definitely took me a while. The tier list got insanely big to the point where I couldn't even see the icons, which was hilarious. And I was literally watching like this, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's the Nimleria. Oh yeah, that's the Nimleria pack. Okay, yeah, B tier. And I can't even see it. It takes me seconds to see it. Not loading. I'm not loading. It's not loading, guys. For some reason. Okay. Something happened for a second with the YouTube Studio tab. Whatever. Well, I mean, I guess they're not loading, but we've gotten through the majority of them, so it's fine, I guess. All I have to say is game just got me bored, but your videos are fun. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. By the way, it's refresh. If I refresh, it's gonna reset the page. Look, I'm gonna show you what happens when you refresh. See? You can't view them. Which is, yeah. Also, where is Beast Water Beast meta in Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know what that means. Not sure what you're talking about. Well, okay. I think we... Oh, wrong tab. Okay. That is the Master Awakening exclusive tab. We gotta use it for the series. Well, I mean, we got through the majority of the secret packs. So, by the way, very interesting options are available for future packs. And, you know, I definitely see myself playing some of these decks that I mentioned. Raid Raptor in particular, very good option. Any of the fun decks I would love to play, like, you know, the meme decks that I talked about. But I am gonna try to make it somewhat decided by you guys. It's gonna be difficult though, because in YouTube you can choose only four options for a poll. I am gonna try to select 4 decks that have different gimmicks and different approaches for the account, and maybe you're gonna have to decide between one of these 4, because it's just, you know, not very possible to include most secret packs. I can do that, so that's a little bit of a hiccup there. It's nothing to be worried about. I mean, it's still gonna be your choice, but it's gonna be a little less variety, unfortunately. But yeah, that will be fun. That will be fun. And we have some gems, so that will be also great to have. So for next episode, we're gonna be building a new deck, and yeah, we're gonna be opening some packs. Opening packs just feels very, very fun. Every episode where I open packs is just so fun, and yeah, very exciting. But oh, by the way, Rogers, I also can relate to that when you say that the game got you bored. To be honest, card games kind of do that. I've played so many card games. I played Hearthstone, Magic, basically everything that came out before Master Duel, even the meme ones, even the bad ones. And yeah, card games definitely get you a little bored, and it's kind of like a little annoying. Farm monsters have Banshee and Snake. Yeah, they do. They do. So yeah, I mean, card games kind of do that. But there, I remember one time I was playing Magic, bro. I just buy the pass, not with real money, but I buy the pass, and I'm ready to get a lot of rewards, a lot of cool stuff. The next day, I just got bored and quit the game. And I sit here and I'm like, all right, dude. I mean, I don't know, man. It's at some point it gets randomly boring, and it just so happens this way. And that's why I'm doing some fun little challenges to make it more unique. Speaking of challenges, next episode, next live stream, pardon me, is gonna be this Thursday, as I already mentioned in the community tab, and we're gonna be playing using a new gimmick. Now, I'm not gonna spoil the gimmick. It is something that a lot of people have tried out, but it is gonna be a fun gimmick, and it is gonna be one that was requested from a viewer on the stream, and I listened, and I will honor their not choice, but like not desire, but whatever, I forgot the word. Anyways, yeah, but I will honor that. Dragons are everywhere. 90% chance new monsters will be dragon or illusion. I don't mind that. I honestly really like dragons. Dragons are my thing, so I would love it. So yeah, I like that. And yeah, the next episode, the next stream is gonna be Thursday, same time, playing in an interesting gimmick. And next episode for Master Awakening is gonna be next week, Tuesday. Unless there are some changes, I'm gonna let you know and all that. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. I think I said everything I had to say for now. Thank you all for tuning in. That was a very fun stream and enjoyable one. Very productive as well. I finally showcased how I am a goated Orcust player who actually knows what they're doing, and Orcust is a very good deck, and I just proved that, which was nice. And yeah, I mean, if you wanna watch some content in the channel, I have a bunch of videos that I uploaded recently, so shameless plug a little bit there. For now, though, this is kind of everything that I have to say. I would love a change in pace. Like, give us new beasts and warriors. I mean, if your thing is beasts and warriors, of course you're gonna want more, of course. But I also like dragons, so I would love to get dragons. But yeah, that was it for today's stream. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time, guys. Have a great day. Have a great night. Until Thursday for the next stream. Hopefully you come. If not, whenever I see you, I see you. Bye.